Did I
Alright.
make myself dox proof by making my character name the same as my real name? Since we're just on a doxing spree now.
Yeah, for real. Uh, totally uncool, dude. Um, well,
When everybody
hello,
starts watching this epic adventure series.
everybody, and welcome back to Fallout, Georgia. I'll be your DM for today and every day. I am Cloudheart, or Mr. Hart for those so inclined. For everybody at home, why don't I do a recap of the characters and what brought them to where they are currently? Unless, of course, you guys want to describe your character personally. We have Carter. Do you want to go over your character, Carter?
Feel free to describe him for me. I'm curious how you do.
He's a pre-war ghoul set in his necrotic 30s. He is a resident of Dixieland, a longtime citizen of Dixieland, and a cybersecurity expert who survived the bombs alongside his house, wearing a striking red government issue suit.
That's good.
We have Elliot.
Just broke, homeless, chronically in trouble with the law.
Yeah, Elliot is a wasteland wild child. She comes from a hard knock life and knocks back just as hard. She comes
Many
in
such cases.
Yeah, she comes in at a stunning 5'3" with dyed blue hair, and
Big stepper.
yeah, she's a big stepper. Then we do have Jeffrey. Jeffrey is a strong super mutant, your friendly neighborhood super mutant karate expert with his pet pal Mr. Krabs. Jeffrey couldn't make it today. He's currently sick, but that's fine. We'll figure out something to do with his character. Then there's Marcus, the pre-war ghoul soldier, who served for the German military and trained U.S. Army soldiers for combat against Chinese until the bombs dropped. Marcus served in the NCR until he became a bounty hunter and traveled from the west coast to the east coast on a hunt for a dangerous criminal by the name of Fleshskinner. And previous episode we'll go into exactly what happened to Fleshskinner. Um, when we last left off, oh, and then there's Ganayegi. You want to describe your character?
Yeah, let me do it.
All right.
I'm a post-war tribal, unfamiliar with the modern world, who's grown up in the deep in the Okefenokee swamp. I don't understand modern life, but I can speak and communicate in basic ways with my peers. Um, I'm conventionally very attractive, but covered in scars from clearly what is a tough life fighting the radiated monsters in the Okefenokee. And I'm experiencing the greater world with this band of heroes that has uh, surprisingly willingly took me into their makeshift team.
And this makeshift team, you know, you guys actually did some interesting things last episode. When we last left off, the party had entered Vault 91, or what remained of it. Vault 91 was for all intents and purposes, as you understood it, a control vault. And after it had been broken into somehow by the cannibalistic father of abominations, Fleshskinner, aka Dr. Elias Morrow, it was he somehow broke into it and he used his creations to overrun the vault's residents. He transformed them and used them as fuel for his experiments on brain matter, creating a new kind of FEV abomination, the Brainiac monster, with his newly made device called the Flesh Forge, using the vault's power supply. The party confronted Fleshskinner with the help of a special weapon that was in his previous forge, the Sinner Ray Gun, a devastating antimatter laser beam weapon. They were able to eradicate Fleshskinner alongside making a hole through the entire planet. Thank you, Carter.
No
Uh,
problem, man. I'm ready to do it again.
Having defeated Fleshskinner, the party managed to deactivate his forge and search the ruins of Vault 91, turning it over to Juan Senmiedo, a party member who was going to join, but he had some complications with the schedule, so we'll have to write him out of the campaign, sadly. Juan Senmiedo was from a vault where the IRS basically has preserved their pre-war government ways, and he was on his collection spree. Following up on Marcus's bounty for Fleshskinner, the party headed back to Mechaville, where the mayor offered a ride to the capital of Dixie, the Dixie Trade Assembly, the government of Dixieland, Solstice City, where the main radio tower sits atop Stone Mountain, enabling long-wave radio transmissions across the country. The city itself is a massive walled city, resembling a wooden and stone medieval town on an industrial scale, surrounding the entirety of Stone Mountain, its nearby lakes, forest, and landscape. Checked over by the Trade Enforcement Bureau, or the Trade Marshals for short, the party nearly lost young Elliot, who was dragged to City Hall Castle, where they met the governor of Georgia, Jonah Oglethorpe, and oversaw an impromptu trial. Due to some quick thinking, uh, oh, we got. Due to some quick thinking, the party was able to essentially save on it was on Carter's part basically. Carter used his black card to bring in a lawyer, and they were able to save and provide a narrow defense for Elliot. And now they are free to explore Solstice City, which is where you find yourselves now. The governor, after having spoken with you, turns to San Miedo and basically says, "Sir, I imagine you have traveled quite some distance. Have you perhaps heard of our Vault integration program?" Oh yeah, yes. I actually was curious about that. I have some paperwork here in case you're interested. I am. Come, walk with me. And I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys to the overview screen for the city.
I know that this
Just
would
for
like
just
him.
for the viewers, just for Marcus' true age, he is about 47 when he was good, so he would technically fall into the category of one of the oldest schools around.
Yeah.
But that's a minority for people who actually pay attention to that stuff in universe.
Um, Sin Miedo heads down the hall conversing with the governor, who waves you off. He is very much not interested in what you all are doing. He's just waving you off as a dismissal. He's accompanied as well by the mayor and Brampston, who will remain with the governor to discuss business about the war front, as Brampston puts it to you all. So what are you guys doing?
They said there was a festival in town.
Yeah, there is a festival. It'll be ready in about a day or two. You guys are actually a day or two away from Halloween in universe. And I believe that Jeffrey is like kind of not feeling well. Jeffrey, he just kind of he's like, I'm still not feeling good from my flap limb, guys. I'm just kind of feeling out of it. I'm gonna go see if I can find an inn. You guys go figure out whatever you want to do, but I'm gonna find something to eat and just kind of pass out. And he just looks absolutely like his green skin has kind of faded to a light green, kind of like the Hulk from some of the earlier issues comics. He's not as quite as green as he is gray, and he's desperately looking for a place where he can rest up. And he's going to walk ahead of you guys off into the city.
I bet he's lying. I bet he's gonna go kill Juan. Kept talking about it.
I'm sure he would like to, but right now he's
Yeah.
with the governor.
There's some points of interest I might know about. I would assume that, given my time in Dixieland, I might have been to Solstice City before. I might know a couple of points of interest.
Yeah, roll me an intelligence science check, difficulty 0. It's just to get you some free XP or free action points. But you roll me an intelligence science check if you can remember exactly what was around Stone Mountain before the bombs dropped. If you can remember like just the layout. All right, you get 1 AP. Carter, you do remember there was a section of town that this was that Solstice City kind of built up around from the center. It used to be a place called Historic Square. There originally was like a kind of plantation home, a picture of what life was like in the South uh, before antebellum period, and they used the existing building that was not destroyed by the bombs to kind of build outward from that central location. Yeah, yeah, there we go. And as they kind of like built out from this central location, they built up more and more of a true city forming around it, and the historic square now forms the central square of a lot of businesses in town. So if you guys were looking to do some shopping, historic square is where you would go.
All right.
Uh, does mm, mm, if no one mind, I would like to re uh, turn report this bounty with the mail verifying this.
Well, it sounds like the mayor's busy right now with that war business, so.
Yeah. The mayor, if you guys want to catch up to him, he will turn around. But where are you guys trying to catch up to him to speak to him, or?
No,
Yeah,
no.
I just want to like him to send word at a later date just to verify the bounty. So I'm just going to give the details when we can collect it at a later date.
Well, you can
Remind the
always,
mayor of him agreeing to vouch.
yeah, you can always head back to the Southland Dispatch. The Southland Dispatch would probably pay you whatever they can after you send the message to the NCR.
Sure, I can just go send the dispatch for the message.
All right, I'll go ahead and move you there. All right, and we'll get rid of that, and get rid of him and him and him. And you guys are free to kind of explore the area. I'll move Ganayegi in. Got over here is where the Southland Dispatch is, with an individual ready for you guys to speak to him. He kind of looks up from you. He's just like, "Hello, customer. How may I help you?"
Hello, I would like to use the place services to send a long distance message back to the NCR for a bounty I want to claim, and I produce the bounty.
He looks it over and he says, "Okay, well, we've got a bounty for a flesh skinner. Do you have any proof of the bounty?"
He is dead, but I do have a book of his research that he was doing, and I produced the human venom.
And he looks over and he says, "Oh, this is pretty grody, man.
The
Uh,
mayor, the mayor, when he have time, he will just come around and just verify this report. Also, I do have my party here to verify this bounty if that is needed.
well, give me a second and let me see what I can do." And he turns around and he says, "Hey, Joshua, can you hook up a connection telegraph to the NCR?" He says, "Yeah, what do you need me to send?" Bounty, Marcus Bright, confirmation, flesh skinner. And you hear and there's about a wait of about 15 minutes as they wait for a message to come in. Uh, Message confirmed. Bounty acquired. Proof of bounty. No proof of bounty. Uh, Maximum payout 1,000 caps.
Wait, we did have proof of bounty.
Yeah, we have the uh, human venom tome and the mayor word.
He's going to like relay that tome evidence sparse tome acquired uh, possession of material but no possession of the bounty in question.
Mm, there is witnesses as well that saw him dead.
5 witnesses. The NCR says most we can do is 1,000 caps without the body,
Okay,
without proof of the body. And
okay,
so
acceptable.
they're gonna say like, I I can pay you about 1,000, maybe 5 for taking care of this guy, but that's about as much as I can get you guys. We'll go ahead and
Uh,
transfer these accounts from the NCR. We'll contact the Crimson Caravan that's in town, and we'll get their payout for the from the NCR. But here you go, and he kind of reaches down into the cash register, fumbles around, and grabs about 100 Dixies and hands them over to you for 1,000 caps. Go ahead and split that amongst yourselves if you like. Have a good day, and feel free to send any packages that you're interested in over to the NCR. We do long distance deliveries.
Didn't Marcus also get a package that need to be delivered?
Oh yes, I delivered it last session and got 50 caps for that package.
Oh, okay. And how
As
many Dixies did we get in total, DM?
You got
it
100
would
Dixies to split amongst yourselves.
So that'd be 20 each for us 5?
Yeah, 20 each for each of you. So I'll add the Dixies to Jeffrey. And the rest of you guys, I'm assuming you're splitting it evenly, Marcus, unless you want to keep some
yeah.
of it to yourself.
I as everyone did play a part, they each get their share. So 500 caps divided by 5 way, that is 100 caps.
Across the way from the Southland Dispatch, you see a small shop. Hello, hello, is anybody out there? Anybody interested in some tattoo work? We have tattoos,
I was
tattoos.
this little shop here because
Yeah, this little shop right
I
here.
was particularly bored, not understanding what's going on in that office, and I was wandering around, looking at the giant instruments of war. So I'm assuming that they waved me over, and I
Yeah,
look like I'd probably be a guy interested in tattoos, especially with my scars. I wear these scars like tattoos,
she
so I
looks over
approach
you
this
and she kind of just,
kiosk.
yeah, you look like you'd be a great canvas, man. Hey, come in, come in, come in. What kind of work are you interested in? And a
Mm,
young woman with like short buzzed hair, like a side cut, is kind of looking at you, interested in giving you some tattoo work. She's got a pen ready, and she's like, it's about 20 caps, and I can give you a small tattoo. Sleeves are about 50 caps, and full body work is anywhere from 100 caps to 150, depending on what you want. And color's a little bit more, a little bit extra.
Uh, I make it clear with my body language that I don't really understand what she's offering me. I see the pictures around of like previous art that must have been put on people's bodies, but I don't. Other than being interested in the artwork and the designs, I don't really get the idea.
I
So I
She's
look
going to
dumb.
tap on the wall and then tap on your skin and like with the pen.
Okay.
with
So
with the time spent among a tribal on the West Coast, can I communicate well enough to Gon for what is being provided here?
Yeah, make me a charisma speech check, difficulty 1. You're trying to get a lot across something across a language barrier, and he already has the assistance of her like giving a visual picture.
so while he's doing that role, I'm looking around for a picture of something that reminds me of uh, a
Oh,
particular monster I fought while in the
critical
swamp.
critical success.
Add 3 AP because you that was only a difficulty 1. Yeah, uh, Ganayegi, Marcus kind of like alongside her kind of like insinuates he takes one of the tattoo pictures off the wall and kind of lays it over your arm and it insinuates he kind of slaps your arm and like insinuates like a permanent picture to you like the idea of overlaying this image onto your arm.
Okay, I'm generally receptive to the idea of tattoos. I've seen other people get them in my past, right?
Yeah.
But um, when if anything's going to strike my interest, it's going to be of Okefenokee and a particular I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's a really famous Japanese artwork with like the rolling waves of water,
Yeah,
with
Oh,
yeah.
white crested water.
tsunami wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my name has like a trouble. It's like troubled water or something like that. I have to go look it up again.
Yeah,
But
troubled water is
I'm
what your
looking for
name is.
something that yes, it's something with I'm looking for something that will I could put on me that would give that same water vibe. So um, there can be a picture. Maybe there I see a picture on the wall of that
Uh,
design. Maybe it's stood the test of time.
give me a perception difficulty 1, because you're looking around like a lot of photos. Just kind of trying to find one.
With Marcus pre-warned knowledge when it comes to just maps, would the general symbol for troubled water na- for naval knowledge, would that work for troubled water for a,
Not
a general grade symbol?
not quite. This is something more artistic, which is what he's looking for. Roll me a perception survival check. Difficulty 1. Ganayegi.
Got it.
A complication. No, you don't find you don't find any photos, but you do find a particular photo which is of mushrooms and a hurricane. Completely
This is
unrelated to what
gonna
you're
be
looking
really
for.
bad, Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like am grossed out. I look at not disgust, but kind of like a eh. And then I pull out that canteen of water that I got from the vault,
Yeah.
from the vault toilet that I thought was beautiful, fresh water, and I, gesture to that and kind of do a little hand up and down motion, sine wave, right?
Yeah.
To illustrate flowing water to the tattoo artist, and
Would our tribal know what a sine
and
wave
what is
is?
she? I'm
He
describing it to you guys, the motion I'm making, not.
Yeah, like he's making a wave motion with his hand, like he's waving up and down with his hand, like
I describe what Dan is trying to say to the merchant to the best of my knowledge uh, when it comes to understanding tribal language on the West Coast, assuming there was a shared enough language barrier.
she kind of
Maybe I could do a speech check. I
yeah,
could do a
yeah.
speech check, and it's really low for me, but
Give
maybe
me
I
a
won't get
charisma
a
speech check, difficulty 1. You're trying to communicate something something to her, and like with Marcus's help, it's a little bit less difficult.
right. Perfect. Speech roll. Oh no, I've got a really low chance of getting this point across. Help me, Marcus.
I will.
Yeah, Marcus, if you're helping him, both of you roll charisma speech, and if either you get a success with one, like I'll take it.
Oh,
One
eight out of
success.
success.
Marcus manages to explain, kind of bringing across the idea. Um, he's like, he wants a water, choppy water, troubled water, some kind of storm, and she's like, oh, you want something like this? And she points on the wall towards a huge wave crashing. You want something like
Yes,
this, right,
that
buddy?
sounds great.
All right,
Yes, and
and
then I pointed a picture
and
of a swamp as well.
I can do that. I can get you some reeds and a big wave. Just kind of go ahead and sit over here, buddy. Where do you want it?
Chest.
Chest? Okay. And she's gonna sit down to work, and she said, "All right, relax, buddy." And she's kind of wiping
Oh
clear the
wait,
area.
I need to
She's
pay
shading.
first, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be like 25 caps.
I'm assuming I can offer my mongrel meat as payment.
And she kind
Uh,
of looks at
I don't
you.
understand caps.
I
I
gun.
don't understand
Uh,
caps as
uh,
currency.
gun. You got paid, and I show the symbol show the Dixie coin from the bounty.
Might be a difficult one, but I think it'd be fair to let him do a
Okay.
barter check to see if he can convince the merchant to take mongrel beads for a tattoo.
Yeah, that's gonna be a difficulty 3 to barter with her.
No. I like the idea that Marcus is helping me. I'm
Yeah,
learning something, and he's trying to show me.
yeah. If Marcus is helping you, like Marcus,
No,
make
he's
me.
paying with the caps. He's showing me the currency.
Yeah, like Marcus kind of reaches into your pocket and like brings out a couple caps and like drops them into your hand and like he takes 3 of the Dixies and kind of drops them into your hand and then like grabs your hand and hands it to her and she opens her hand and he makes you drop it and like she says, "Okay, and now sit."
Don,
But
All right.
how much can how much how can you handle the pain? And I show whiskey to enhance signal to dull the pain of the tattoo.
you can smell the whiskey.
Uh,
You can smell the smell of alcohol that you're quite familiar with, John.
yeah. We had substances, as we found out last session in my Okefenokee swamp. So I I get the impression, like I said, I'm familiar with tattoos, right? Uh, or like crude tattoos. So if he's offering me whiskey, I'm definitely going to take it.
Yeah, I will give him a shot of whiskey just to dull the pain. Not enough to be wasted, but enough to just dull his senses.
And
Yeah.
she's
And I'm
she's
going
gonna
to reach
begin.
into my pocket and offer him some more caps or Dixie credits. Like I have to pay for it. Like I get that I
No.
transact for things.
Oh, it is nothing. It's free. It's just to dull the pain.
Marcus can pushes your hand back to your pocket and kind of open hand gestures to you like a no, nothing needed,
Mhm.
nothing earned, nothing needed gesture. He kind of like opens
Got it.
his
Got it.
hands and just gives it to you. She's gonna
All
lay
right.
you back in the chair and she's gonna begin shaving where your chest is, where you've indicated to her that you want this tattoo done. She's going to now. You might want something. And she reaches into her pocket. She grabs like a little plastic thing to bite on. She gives you like this like sort of plastic mouth guard and shoves it into your mouth. And she's gonna say, "All right, honey, this is gonna be a little bit uncomfortable," and you can just hear the of her starting the line work. She begins lining
Yeah.
out the. It's gonna take about 30 minutes, but she begins lining out the doing the line work
You're gonna
of
roll
the
for the quality.
yeah yeah. Let me roll a d20, see if there's
Roll for the
anything good.
quality.
Yeah, Marcus is here watching this hard work done while acting as emotional support to God.
It's not the best piece. Like it's decent. She hasn't like completely butchered your artwork, but I was gonna grade this in a set of 5. Like, 15 to 20 it was an awful piece. Um,
Right.
it's not the most clear. Like some of the reeds look just kind of like lines. Some of the waves kind of have like unclear markings. There's no like reflective. It's like very plain, like flat flat color work. But it does bring across the idea of a large wave crashing in a swampland. And she lays a
Okay.
layer of plastic on your chest and says, "All right." And she's kind of troubled to figure out how to explain this to you, but she gestures, "No touch, no touch, no touch plastic."
Okay. Yeah, I got that. I mean, I'm in excruciating pain, so I want to, but I get the idea. How long? How long?
Uh, she's like, "How do I?" She walks out of the tent, points up at the sky, and she holds up her hand. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
My jaw drops. 5 days.
His
But
signal,
I get it.
yeah, Marcus signal to Gon. Would he like another shot of whiskey to dull the pain for that for the time?
It's okay. I'm used to the pain of the scars. So like you waved away the money, I wave away the whiskey, and I prepare to like bear the pain of this tattoo.
And it's a decent piece, but it is close to being unrecognizable. This flat color work is now a a decent adornment to his otherwise earthy greens and earthy blues, earthy browns on his otherwise like scarred body. Some of the scars actually kind of cut in at angles and like add like rays of light or what would be rays of light. They make the color work a little bit lighter in the spots where like the scars like are present on his chest. So what are you guys headed towards to do next? You want me to move you back to the overworld map?
I sh- sh- I I would like to the um, go to the mm, place where general merchant shops for armor is.
Okay, I'll go ahead and move you to the area. You're going to be going to the historic square, and Jeffrey is not in tow, so I'm going to move him. Um, you do notice as you walk by, there's a older man in a black suit with a cart that's ringing with like several bells, all kinds of bells, and he says, "Bells, bells! Who wants any bells? Bells, freedom bells! Anybody want some freedom bells?" And he's pushing this cart, and he's like kind of looks determined. He's like heading in a direction on this grooved path, but he is
I go I go over to the cart. Uh,
all right, and he says, "Sir, do you want a bell, a freedom bell? We this is the path. The freedom must ring. You must ring the bell in every hill and every valley."
Knowing about the Dreamers, do any of these bells look like he is a member of the group?
Oh yeah, he looks a lot like Sister Faith in the outfit that she was dressed in. He is reminiscent of it, and the freedom bells that he's talking about are small replicas of the larger Liberty Bell. He's
Uh, I will. No, I recognize you. I'm a associate of Sister Faith.
Oh, Sister Faith over in Mechaville. Then you must understand the importance of ringing these bells, son. You must understand. And he I don't I don't want to spoil my sermon. Follow me over to the town square, and I'll begin preaching in front of the church. Uh, Give me some time, and you can hear my sermon, and you can hear the importance of my message. But here, a
Oh,
bell for you. And he hands you a bell on a little string, a little hand-sized bell.
mm. I do have good news. If you do have some time, I'm going to be around here for.
Oh, I'll be
I have.
here. I'll be here for
Have
a long period, son.
okay, I will purchase a freedom bell for Sister Faith.
And he says it's only 10 caps.
Thank you. I will do so.
And he continues onward. He looks like a man of like sincere focus, and he's heading on towards the church in the center of town, or in the center of the historic square. Uh, what you see next to you is a large dark wooden building. Uh, Let me pull it up the notes. Um, you approach basically a large wooden building made of a dark material that you, Carter, are familiar with. Make me an intelligence science check. It's difficulty 0, but I'm just giving you some AP.
Okay. Let me pull my sheet back up real quick. You said intelligence science, right?
Yeah. All right,
Alright,
you
so I
got
get 2 AP.
yeah. Carter, you are familiar that this is tough nut wood. It's what pecan trees mutated into. It's an incredibly dense wood that has become as strong or sometimes stronger than steel. It takes incredibly powerful tools like diamond-tipped chisels to even work. Over in a large wooden sign with relief with like raised letters over the door, it says Abernathy Woodcrafts. And you could hear a man shouting from inside, "Boy, work with the grain, not against it." "Yes, sir." "Don't make me tell you again." "Yes, sir." The old man yelling at the younger apprentice appears to be in his 50s at least. He's not really an angry sort for now at least, but years of heavy work are worn on his face, his arms, and his hands.
With here, does it look like it would have had been quality pre-war?
This building isn't pre-war. It was built after the bombs fell because it's built out of dark toughnut wood. It's built out of like a wood that would survive like heavy strikes. You could probably shoot this wood and it would not leave a dent.
Okay, so this wood quality inside that was harvested and cut. So it would be consistency of some what would be some of the toughest old world trees when it came to wood quality.
It's tougher than old world trees. It is as sturdy as steel.
Cool. Now I would like to go up to the merchant here.
He says, "Welcome. How may I help you?"
Hello. I am curious if you are able to uh, make the replica parts of this gun for wooden stock, and I produce my hunting rifle. If you can make it much more durable.
Ah, let's see here. And he looks over the piece. He looks at the wooden furniture, and he says, "You give me about a day, son, and I can get this out of the. Well, what quality wood are you looking for? Are you looking for?
Uh, I would like to make this quite durable against most of the elements, and I go into detail of what would be some pre-war sniper rifle wooden stock quality for how durable it was.
He says,
Just
yeah, I don't need all that nonsense, son. Just tell me, are you wanting it out of oak, elm? Are you wanting
uh,
it out of tough nut wood?
about tough nut wood.
All right, it's gonna take me about 2 days. I'll need the gun to size things up, but if you give me about 2 days, I can get this gun looking mighty fine with some dark tough nut wood, stained wood.
And then how much will that cost?
It'll be about, well, with the quality of material that you're looking at, it's gonna be about 50 caps, maybe 5 Dixies.
Okay, so 50 caps will do. And I produce the money and give him the rifle.
All right, he's gonna look over it and he says, "All right, all right." He's already laying it down on the table, getting to work with removing the stocks and like sizing up things. "Boy, I need you to come over here and measure this out. We got a express order." And he's going, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." And a young man runs up and takes it and heads back to the working table where he's going to begin measuring out this equipment.
Uh, is it possible to also have in part of the engravement the word freedom on it?
That'll cost extra, about one more Dixie, about 60 caps.
Oh, okay, and I give him the caps.
All right, and and I need an engravement in that, okay? You need a clear spot on that where you want it alongside the butt, right, sir? Or do you want it?
Yes,
Okay.
I up for the butt.
He says, "For the butt, son, on the butt of the rifle," and he walks over and he says, "And if you don't know what a butt of a rifle is, it's right here." And he smacks him on the head and he says, "Right here." And he walks back, "Yes, sir."
I
I'm
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 witnessing all this, and I want to.
I'm
Uh,
mechanically so what type of bon- bonus would this butt give?
It will make the gun will break only on 3 complications instead of 2.
Okay.
Basically, it's making it more sturdy. It's less likely to break. All right. What were you saying, Gon?
I was gonna say I noticed the tree and I recognized it as well. Um, and I tap on some of the wooden tribalware I have and reveal that it's actually, it's not necessarily functional, but it is made of the same strong material.
Wait,
Um,
your spear is made
and
out of tough nut wood?
no, like the little armor pieces I'm wearing,
Oh yeah,
little
yeah.
like a shoulder strap thing. It's really small. I don't know if it functionally does much, but it's kind of like what we made work in our tribe. And
Yeah, it's something that the tribe essentially would have peeled. It would have been a labor-intensive process, which is why it's so revered. But the tough nut tree essentially has a bark that is a little bit easier to remove than straight up cutting the tree. The bark is as sturdy as the wood, just easier to remove in layers and like break apart.
yeah, and functionally, it's like I'm in a swamp that nobody wants to go into, and
Yeah.
that's why we're kind of so secluded. But these trees exist in that space, so we weren't learned to work with the land. But noticing this operation, and clearly uh, down for body mods today, I you know kind of do my same awkward gesture and knock on my shoulder pad here.
You looking
Uh,
for you looking for armor, son? I got armor. I got all kinds of equipment. Are you one of those wasteland types? He knocks on his head and it's like anything in there?
And I'm kind of irritated from the pain from my tattoo, so I kind of angrily push his hand away. Not too forcefully, but temper.
Yeah. And
Um,
he's like, all
and I
right,
pull
son.
out I kind of reach for my weapon, not like I'm going to hurt him, but just as like a half threat. And I'm hoping that I'm honestly hoping narratively that he'll misunderstand my reach for the spear as a desire to upgrade that spear.
He looks at you and he looks at your wooden spear and laughs and he brings out a shillelagh and conks you on the head a little bit. It is a heavy shillelagh and it does kind of hurt. He says, "Threaten me again and I'll do it again, boy." Uh, but he grabs the spear from you, looks over and he says, "Boy, I could get something 10 times as fine as this. Look over here in my section. I got a selection of spears for you, and all of them are
Regaining my composure, takes a big breath, and I recognize the ironwood or whatever my tribe would call it, and I reach into my pocket and grab whatever currency I've been given, um, and hold it out, kind of out, wondering how much he's going to take from me.
He holds up a hand with full fingers, like 5 of them. And he says, 5 Dixies, son. That's about 50 caps. That right there is the finest spear you will ever find. You won't even need to repair that spear. That spear is unbreakable, I
I,
promise you.
Do you mean to say tree
I
fitty?
heard that he said 5 Dixies.
Yeah.
Nice. Uh, you're barking up the wrong trees with those jokes. Anyway, so yeah, I get 5 Dix. I hear the 5 Dixies, but I don't exactly fully understand. But I hold out the currency and let him pick through it for
Yeah,
what
and these
equals the
Dixies,
right pay.
these small silver coins, you have, they're about like a small like the length of two segments of your finger, your index finger. Um, these
Mm.
small little coins are made out of like almost impenetrable steel, and they have a little recess around the square. It's black. They're made out of black titanium alloy. And he says 5 of these. Look at me,
All right.
5 of these.
With Ghana permission, uh, I take 5 and think of to put the remainder of the 10 Dixie coins back, and then give the coin to the merchant.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade your spear
Yeah.
to an ironwood spear. It's gonna do 1 more damage, and it is unbreaking. It is not gonna break on you.
Cool. I'm gonna go outside and play with my spear.
He says, "Hey, I got armor too if you're interested. I got tough nut wood armor."
Uh, I don't even know how much money I have, to be honest. But
You have
I
20 of
uh,
those. Or well, you had 20 of those, so now you have 13.
I've got a tattoo.
Yeah.
13. Okay.
I
Uh,
will act as a gun
then I just
interrupter if needed.
yeah. If you'll continue assisting me on this whole shopping experience, I
Uh
can tell you're trying to help me. So I basically want to offer basically everything I have for what he'll give me.
and he looks around and he says, you one of those wasteland bartering types. Hey, show me what you got." And he looks over and he's gonna take a look at all your inventory and he's gonna say, "Oh, let's see here. You got a leather piece of leather. I can sell that over to the synthetics. Uh, you got some mongrel. You got some dog meat. Interesting. You got some water, melon, carrots. Oh, do you need these tools, buddy? These lock pit sets, these multi tools, this doctor bag. You need that? That's some good equipment that you're carrying right there."
Hey, gun, you should
And
keep those. You should keep those tools on you as they will be useful.
that's cool, but mostly I want to. If I have the currency, I'm still like holding out my handful of uh, whatever the silver was called.
The
Wondering
silver
how much I
dollars.
can get with this silver. Yeah.
He's gonna look over it and he's gonna look at his equipment. He says, "I can get you hmm, I can get you a set, a heavy wooden chest piece for about 5 of those."
And it's heavy wood is the. And I'm not knocking my shoulder pad like I want it to be that same material.
And he's like, "Oh,
None
it's
of
gonna be
the.
sturdier than that little thing. That right there, what you got is tough nut bark. This is the wood, son. This is the thick, hefty part of it." And it's layer laminate. Uh, this is a full carved piece. It's carved from the entire block of uh, tough nut wood. And he gestures over towards the equipment right there. He says, "This thing right here is gonna guard you for as much as you need it, buddy." He lays on top of you like a cuirass of tough nut wood. It's like a large cuirass, like a almost like a knight's armor, but it's made of wood.
Okay, cool. I'm not perplexed, but just amazed.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, again, I'm like, I double tap on it with my fingers and point to
It'll
myself like I want it.
it lets out a deep, hollow kind of thud and ring. It sounds like a mixture between wood and metal, and the thud that it resonates with it kind of like drums in tune with your heart.
Cute. So yes, I'm just gesturing that I do want that, and again, I hold out money to pay.
Awesome.
Will I take 5 of the coins and put them out on the table and get the confirmation nod that that gun wants this purchase.
I get it, son. I get it. And he's gonna reach over to his bag. You mind if I take out what I need? Make me a barter perception check. Gun.
Gotcha. Barter perception. Got it. Barter. Perception. Barter. Perception.
I
Good luck.
will. I will. I want to make sure that Don is not being taken advantage of for this.
Roll for barter perception as well. Ben. Donald, you don't
Rip.
notice anything either. Like he grabs two more Dixies than he's supposed to. You're now down to about six of the new money gone. He does give you what you're looking for, but he kind of cheaped you out of two of those Dixies. He grabbed two more than he was supposed to, and he's now adding. I'm now adding this to your inventory.
Cool.
It's
Yeah.
it's
I
a
mean,
heavy piece. It's like 25 pounds. This wooden chest piece.
Nice.
I signaled to Gon. Does he want ar- armor armor made from this material on the other parts as well?
Uh,
Yeah, arms and legs,
yeah, as
or
long as you're using gestures like to my arms and legs, yeah, I do. But I realize I only have a few of those coins left.
yeah. So, how much would the legs and arms cost?
I could get him. Let's see here. I could get him two of our light pieces, two of the light leg pieces for the rest of his Dixies.
Uh, Gon, is this okay for this transaction?
I shrug. I don't know. I want
Uh,
them, but I don't know
okay.
that
So,
it's fair or not.
looking at the merchant, does this seem like a reasonable transaction?
Make me a barter perception check again. Difficulty 1. You have no idea.
Uh,
You
I,
have
I, 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 I would like to re-roll that.
Okay. Reroll one for me.
Uh, yeah, once it's, and I would like to use another luck down to one luck for that 20.
Okay, to reroll the complication. Okay, the complication is gone. He is attempting to cheat you out of more money. Like it should only cost you 4 of these Dixies instead of all 6 of them.
Okay, I will, sir. Uh, it seems to be charging him more, so let agree on 4 Dixies for the legs.
Fine. The 4 Dixie
Yeah, and
legs.
I put the 4 on the table and signal Gon to put the 2 Dixies away.
He's gonna take it, look around, and he's all right. Well, this seems fine. He's gonna add these to him, and I'm gonna look in the inventory to see how much guard you get. 2, 1, uh, and this is to your left leg, gone, and that's gonna be 25, 2.
Wish I had a way to like indicate that almost through memory that I really it's clear to me I appreciate Marcus's help with all this because now I am decked out.
Yeah. Is there any gesture that your tribe would have had to like thank people?
Beautiful, thank you. That is a great way to narratively do that.
Yeah,
Um,
uh, I show my appreciation with what West Coast tribal language I know of showing appreciation.
It is unintelligible to you, Marcus. The West Coast tribal language is nothing like your tribal language. It is completely unintelligible to you, whatever he's saying. It's a
well,
different Creole mixture.
I'm giving him. It's. I'm a little bit frustrated from the pain from my tattoo, but I'm also excited from receiving all this armor and a new spear.
Eh,
I go with the kind of a warrior salute kind of thing, right? Like I'm outfitted, and so it gives off strong energy with the salute, and with the eye contact and the direction, and clearly what just happened. I think it's pretty obvious that I'm showing appreciation.
Yeah,
yeah,
you give
I
kind of
do.
like a chest salute, but luckily the armor on top of your chest is now like protecting you. You can kind of slap the wooden armor, and it doesn't hurt your chest underneath it.
Mhm.
And you guys are now free to explore the rest of the historic square. Elliot, you see to the left of you a large building with plenty of glass panes. It appears to be some sort of apothecary shop or something. You can see tons of food in there, like there's hydroponics growing in there, but you can't see much else from this side. Elliot's muted.
Yeah, does it smell like Christmas?
Oh, it doesn't smell like Christmas, but it does smell like something you are quite familiar with. Uh, you smell a musky scent from inside this building. Elliot, make me an intelligence science check. It's gonna be difficulty 0 because you are familiar with this. It's not you're gonna succeed, but I'm letting you get some AP.
Let me get a complication. Intelligence science?
Yep.
Okay. That was
Uh,
unexpected.
you smell radgrass. This is a
Oh, it does smell
emporium.
like Christmas.
Yeah, right over here. It before you stands a rustic building, kind of similar to a log cabin, but it's set apart by the large glass pane windows and doors. That is a large like shutter door. It appears to be some sort of shopping center with a sign on the front with a leaf fanned out in the shape of a bell. It's called Bellflower Emporium. On entering the building, a strong musky scent, accented with citrus and floral notes, blasts from the air differential as you open the door. And the this is a hemp product shop. They apparently sell every kind of product that could be made from radgrass, as evidenced by the leaf imagery everywhere. Welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see a new customer. Feel free to shop around.
Hey, look, there's other people here.
Yeah, and as you kind of roam around, you see all kinds of goods. You see clothing made of like tunics, dresses, cloaks. You see radgrass cigarettes. Right here, you see cartons of them and rolls. Radgrass cigars in like hemp plastic boxes. You see household goods. You see like food containers that are made of hemp plastic. Pretty much everything you could see. And you see someone kind of. Give me a perception check, Elliot. Perception difficulty 1. Perception survival.
Um,
Oh, Elliot, you immediately clock somebody who looks familiar to you out of the. You could see the flat top of his head, like a kind of spiked flat top of his head, and his outfit looks familiar to you. Everything appears familiar to you because Elliot, this is David, one of the folks you ran with when you ran with the Die Punks. In the mess that happened, you had to leave them, and you weren't sure that anyone else survived. He seems like he's in good shape, and he's also kind of looking around like shiftily.
yeah, he probably stealing. Hey, David, what's up, buddy?
Elliot, is that you? Holy crap! We didn't find a trace of you after everything happened. We thought you bled out somewhere. We looked for
I
you
kind of
everywhere.
did.
His eyes are like darting to the left and right while he speaks to you. From the shelves to the checkout cashier. Uh, Elliot, roll me another perception survival check. This one's difficulty 1.
Astounding. 3 successes.
He, being what he was in your group, he was the pickpocket for your group. Elliot, he's carrying something in his jacket, and for what he's known for, he's stolen something from the shop. He's trying his best to talk with you while not getting caught.
Oh, okay.
Ella, why don't you walk with me? I
Yeah,
got
let's walk.
yeah. Let's It's really good to see you, but I gotta go. I mean, if you want to come with, like, yeah, I gotta go.
I'm gonna try to walk on the side where the shopkeeper is.
Yeah, and she says, she kind of, I'm gonna make a perception check for her. Uh, Perception barter.
Yeah, do I recognize anything
She doesn't notice at all.
suspicious?
She doesn't notice him at all. She says, "Thank you for shopping. Feel free to come back again. We have plenty of goods. I'm sure you'll see something you need next time." And as he's passing by, he'll kind of look to the ghoul left of him. It's like, keep going. He says, "Elle, I got some friends that would probably be dying to meet you. Uh, and we're like over here in a different section of town if you're interested."
Yeah, sure. What's your take? I mean, what did you get?
Oh, you already knew. And he opens his jacket and he says, "I got 3 cartons of Radgrass cigarettes. That's about 60 of them."
That'll go. Nice.
Yeah, and that'll go. And he says, why don't you follow me? We're right over here."
Do Marcus overheard hear the conversation between David and Ellie?
You
We
Yeah.
were
did.
like 2 squares away from you, so yes.
You
He,
definitely
he was
did.
he was looking at us as he came out of the shop, like we were probably within arm's
Oh,
reach almost.
it is not my problem. I'm not getting into that mess.
Yeah, we're right over here. We kind of hold up behind some of these buildings, Elliot.
I
I don't
saw the
get a
red
sense that
grass.
I'm walking into a trap. No, it's okay. I wouldn't know anyway.
Give me a perception.
This guy seems a little bit odd, so I'm gonna like keep my distance and like try to follow him.
Yeah, Elliot, we're right here. We kind of set up shop in the back alleys.
Marcus will just go in and just leaving Elliot to their business.
Elliot, as you follow him in, you are kind of noticing like the bustle of town. Like the windows aren't facing this direction anymore, and you are in a secluded area where people aren't traveling, and like the windows aren't facing. Like he's got an area where like you guys can be alone. Um,
Feels good to be home. I'm just kidding.
uh, and you pass by 2 bodies that are like passed out. He says, "We ran them for don't worry about that. We ran them for their goods. We ran them for their loot. Um, don't worry, they're still breathing, El. Here,
Nice work. Still breathing.
and I'm going to go ahead and move you to the next map, and you as well, Jonathan, if you're following her.
Okay, if
I'm
we're going to the
following
next map,
Marcus.
sure. I'd definitely be like right on the edge of wherever it is, though, because I'm trying to not make myself known. In fact, should I do like a stealth check for this?
Yeah, make me a stealth check. It's gonna be difficulty 1 because you're he's preoccupied with Elliot.
This shop
All right, I passed.
Marcus is in. He would go up to the cash register and talk to the merchant there.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and move you guys uh, as he kind of like is right over here, right to the right, Elliot. If you, it's right over here. If you can just follow me right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go ahead and drop you, Carter, right behind them. Yeah, I got a couple of buddies over here, man. They're probably they dying to meet you, and
Oh
he's going to
man.
make an attack on you, Elliot. Sorry, El. And he's going to make an unarmed strike on you.
Yeah, I almost need like a history check to have, known if this was possible ahead of time.
and he misses. He misses. Like you manage to duck out of his way just as he throws a punch at you. Nice job, David. Throw over here, and he's gonna make an athletics check
Contested, right?
contested by you. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead and roll me a strength athletics check, and he's gonna make a strength athletics check as well. You manage to break free. You're not in his grasp, and the others are going to you are now in a turn order. I'm going to go ahead and roll for them as well. He's like, damn it! You were supposed to grab her. Get her before she runs away and calls for the guards.
How does making an attack from stealth work
You
with this?
you get 2 extra combat die if you land the hit.
Okay. Can I go ahead and do that, or should that be after the initiative rolls?
Go ahead
should-
and do that. Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming since I was sneaking up and wasn't detected, I can take an aim shot with it for an extra dice roll for it.
Yeah. You hit. Your gun's going to need to be cleaned next round. The lens on it is messing up as well again.
Okay. And let's see. I'll spend one of my fusion cells plus the 2 rolls from the sneak attack.
All right. That does. Let me see how much he gets hit for.
It's piercing too, so
Piercing 2. So yeah, it goes through his armor and it does 2 extra die. So that's going to be 6. So you managed to knock him down 6 HP from 21. So he's now down to 15. Yeah, 15. I can do math.
his health just went way up then, because instead it was like 8 out of 8 a second ago.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like 21. I'm sorry. I sometimes get this stuff done. Mixed
I'll
up.
take the shot, hit the guy, and I'll shout to Elliot to get back.
Damn it! You were only supposed to bring 1, David. Are you fucking idiot? Come on! Grab them now! And
Oh, where do you hit David with the energy shot? Like if you hit him in the leg, it might keep him from.
you hit.
Oh, the
in
left
the
arm.
left arm.
Okay, okay.
It's not enough for injury, so
Oh yeah, it's not enough for an injury.
Oh, there's an injury
Hey,
mechanic. Okay.
with the commotion going on, would Marcus hear this?
Make me a perception difficulty 3, because they're in a back alley.
Oh, I was gonna ask, could I do like some way of, I don't know if it'd be a check, but could I try to do like a loud whistle to either get the rest of the party or like nearby police or whatever's attention to what's going on?
Yeah, give me a what would it be, charisma or perception speech? Something you're trying to whistle loudly.
If it's a whistle with my voice, then I assume it would be
Strength.
charisma speech.
Charisma speech, yeah. Go ahead. That's gonna be difficulty 2.
Okay.
Marcus, you don't notice anything yet.
I'm gonna spend an AP to with my smooth talker perk to make it 40-20.
Okay.
I feel like it would be an agility check.
Get a luck to reroll one.
Yeah, you can luck to reroll 1.
I'll get another luck point. Ooh, this is not going good. What the heck?
at least
Okay.
no complication.
You're like, your lips are like kind of dry, and you're like trying to whistle, and you're like, and you're just not getting quite loud enough.
Do we need to roll perception checks for this really
Yeah,
difficult to hear whistle?
roll me perception check difficulty 3 gone.
I'm rolling. Perception. Perception what? Athletics? Survival?
Perception survival.
Okay, baby, let's go. I got 2 successes
Two
apparently.
successes. You hear something from somewhere, but you don't know which direction gone.
Well, then maybe I want to like indicate this to Marcus. I don't really know what to think of it, but I did notice it, and it's clear to me that it's important. So maybe if he didn't notice it, he can. Yeah, maybe if he assists me.
Uh, Let him. He's still calling out the whistle. Like, roll me to assist to see if you guys can figure out exactly where this is coming from. Roll me an assist, uh, Marcus.
I think he went on mute. He might have stepped away. Oh, never mind. There it is.
Nice. You do hear the direction it's coming from, just faintly. It's mostly the like uh Marcus cups his hands around Gon's ears, and Gon, you heavily trained from being in the Okefenokee for so long. You detect just the faintest whistle, but it's something you could pick up on from like years of hunting, like calls towards you from your brothers. You could tell it's Jonathan Carter's voice. And it's going to take a turn, but you guys will catch up to them.
All right, sounds good. We're gonna sprint that way,
All
And
right.
and
we
if
are
it
going
wasn't
to
clear to
going
Marcus,
to sprint there. I will have my combat rifle ready.
First in the turn order is going to be the Trap King, and he's going to head towards Elliot 7 feet, and he's going to make an attack with his bladed tire iron, and he misses. Next in the turn order is going to be the Kim Fixer, and he's going to run up as well. He's like, "Damn it! All you guys, help us beat this woman." That hits. I'm gonna spend 2 dice to make that extra. 7 piercing 4, so
dang,
that pierces your torso, does it?
Oh, yes.
That does 7 damage.
The, does the way that piercing work means that it does?
It pierces
Yeah.
1 for each head.
Ah, that's what I figured. Yep, that does 7 damage.
Yeah,
That's an injury.
and that is your head, or no, your torso. So you're bleeding. So you're gonna lose 1 HP each turn. Gon, you show up on the map, and it's now your turn.
I'm still looking at the old map. By the way, I don't know how to.
I'll move you over. Everybody moves over here. And Marcus. All right. And it's next going to be the Kim pushers. They're going to run up as well. One of them is going to run up around the corner and take a shot at Carter. You're ruining everything, man. We're just trying to run some pockets. That's it. He's gonna fire his combat shotgun, or he's not gonna fire his combat shotgun because that would let off attention. So he's gonna sprint to you, and he'll take his action on the next turn. And these two are gonna run up and attack Elliot.
And you are surrounded.
Does that hit?
Yes,
It does.
Uh,
Savage.
3 damage, piercing 1.
it does no damage. I have 3 on every hit location.
All right.
It does 1 damage, right? Because it's piercing 1.
And the other guy
No.
drops his machete as he attacks you, and he misses as well. You are actively fending off 4 grown men, Elliot, or
5.
5 grown men, while they
With the
surround
bloody
you
torso.
with a
If
bloody
he
torso.
does 1 damage, that would be if he hit me in the head. So you can roll hit location.
He hits you in the torso again.
Okay, no. Yeah, no damage from that one.
Carter, it's your turn.
All right. Trying to think what to do here because it definitely has gotten out of hand pretty quickly. And I'm assuming my character wouldn't even know that since I could tell my whistling failed, I wouldn't even know if Marcus and Gani heard us, so
So you
I
pulled out
think,
your massive disintegration ray.
yeah, just nuked the town. If I draw my combat knife, could I roll it with my luck attribute?
Yeah, you can. You have to
Okay.
spend a luck point, but yeah. You can always use your luck in combat.
How would that work with the character sheet?
You just roll roll your luck and melee 2 die, or however many die you want to spend.
Yeah, John, you can just switch the stat you want to roll with from what would be strength to luck, like most skills.
Okay, that works. Alright, so I
That
had 2
hits.
successes, and then D4 piercing 1 to him.
Alright, where'd you hit him? In his torso. So that does only 2 damage. You manage to cut him, and he kind of like steps back, and he's like, "Damn it, that actually hurt."
And, yeah, just like trying to shove it into him real hard.
Yeah. He kind of doesn't step. He as he steps back to he hits a cobblestone, and it keeps him from stepping back any further. And you land the cut. Not quite deep enough as you wanted, but you do land the cut. Elliot, it's your turn.
Okay. It saddens me to do this to you, but I'm gonna take a swing on David.
I mean, we're just give us your loot, and we'll leave you alone, El. That's it. We just need cash for DeLuca.
I'm sure. I'm so sorry.
That
Damn.
hits.
She pulls out a super sledge. Do your eyes go wide as they see her blood super sledge?
As he sees her pull this out, he's like, "El, come on!"
I
You
use
have
an
to
AP,
die
did
now.
not the AP that I just did. I generate one? I don't know how high is his ability.
Yeah, you generated one.
I'm gonna
I
use
almost
that.
feel like that should be like an intimidation check somehow.
And I'm just gonna bring it down on him.
And that hits for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 damage. -2, that's 13.
Wow.
You
Almost
break.
killed him.
That's his torso. You cave in his chest. He is now bleeding, and you broke 3 of his ribs. El,
And I'm
come on, El!
sorry, man.
And it's gonna be Ganayegi's turn.
Uh, Tribal Screech.
Oh, wait a second. I wanted to buy another major action.
Oh yeah, you can buy another mega action. Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a major action to eat my iguana on a stick finally,
Okay.
and get back 6 HP.
Sounds good to me.
Johnny, can you do your initiative roll?
He's
I think
he's
you
on
did
the
it for me.
initiative. He's on the initiative right there.
Oh, I don't see him on mine. I just see Marcus. I actually don't see Ellie either on it.
Okay.
I only see a count of 5 on it.
Go ahead and roll your initiative, Gun. You just go to your character sheet and click
Yeah,
initiative.
character sheet, click initiative. Alright, there's a button that says initiative somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know if this is just a me on my end thing, but I only see Marcus and I and 3 trap stars. There's Gani now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 15.
Yep.
I still good to do a turn or?
Yeah, you're good to do turn.
Okay, what's my movement? How far can I move? Tile-wise?
Your agility
Is
is
it a minor
what is it?
action?
You got 9 tiles you can move.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm right next to this
Alright.
this guy, and I'm definitely gonna hit him since I'm gonna use my new spear. You know, it's in my hand. I got my armor. I'm feeling hot. I click that combat spear. It hits every time. I got 1 success.
It hits.
And then how do I do damage again? I just click roll damage here.
Yeah, roll damage.
No additional dice. I got the seven physical damage, 1 piercing. I don't know what persistent means. It's in the
You hit him
torso.
in the torso. He pierces through 1, so that does 6 damage. That causes an injury, and he's
And
bleeding as well.
and the persistent means that like you roll damage again on the next turn,
Yeah.
even if you don't attack him again directly.
So he's gonna take damage again from you next turn. So all you gotta do is roll your spear's damage. But he's bleeding out from his. You basically stabbed a hole through his chest, pulled it out, and he's now bleeding from the gaping wound.
Yes.
Marcus, it's your turn.
Is it when it comes to combat, is it possible just to make uncon have a foe unconscious when they reach below hit points? If stop the bleeding when they reach 0 hit point, or are they just dead?
You can tell me you want to make a non-lethal attack. If you make a non-lethal attack with a gun, and it hits them in the head, and it drops them to 0, that's a lethal attack. Otherwise, I accept it. I accept it if you call it a non-lethal shot.
Okay. I would like to uh try to make a non-lethal shot on David here to try to aim at try to aim it at one of the other limbs. So this is just a usual normal attack roll with a combat rate.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Hey, doesn't he bleed out next turn?
Yeah, he is bleeding, but
Yeah, he can be stabilized at the very least. So
that hits. 6 physical damage, piercing. That does knock him down. Where do you hit?
uh,
In his right arm. So you manage to blow a hole where his not a hole, but like you shoot him through like his right elbow, right as his elbow, and like he can't move his arm anymore, and he kind of drops to the ground. Oh
and
God!
I would like to do another major action to attack the target that Don and John are at.
Just to keep in mind, like the persistent damage, just so you are making most use of like your action economy, he's gonna take persistent damage again. So like you don't have to attack him. He's
Mm,
bleeding and he's gonna take
He
persistent
likes to
damage.
finish people off regardless, so
Yeah.
I'm going to use guess major action to try to get closer, so David can be at least stabilized.
Okay.
i assuming I have time and we can rest up for Marcus to have his armor to be taken off. Could I have the armor on still?
Yeah.
Okay, so I end my turn
Okay.
there.
The Trap King is going to make an attack at Elliot with his machete. And actually, seeing that you've brought out this super sledge, he's going to bring out a shotgun and say, "Fuck it, we ball." Does that hit?
Okay, that is it. Yeah.
He's going to expend 4 AP. That's 8 damage to your
Whew.
head.
oh damn. But you
Okay,
just like
that
press
is
a
5
shotgun up against her
damage.
head and just start blasting.
All right.
He doesn't quite press it up against her head because he doesn't kill her, but like he shoots and like a lot of the slugs hit her from spread around her head.
That is an injury to
Yeah,
my
it
head.
stuns you. You're stunned for the next turn. The Kim Fixer is going to attack you as well. He's actually going to throw a Kim Molotov at Carter and Ganayegi. He's going to throw it specifically at Carter, so does it hit? No, it does not. And
Oh,
it blows up.
complication.
It blows up around them. So that's 1 damage to everybody in this circle. Everybody in this circle.
Which circle?
I can't see this.
I'm assuming he's trying to draw it right now.
Yeah. Right in there. Everybody takes 1 damage right there.
I think that might kill the subdued guy.
Is David dead from that, or is he still bleeding out?
He's still bleeding out. Like, are you trying to stabilize him?
Yeah, I would like to use my major action already to get to him, unless you do allow me to stabilize him.
Yeah, like if you're using your major action to get to him, make me we'll say this happened previous turn. Make me a medicine check, whatever you want to use for the skill. So like perception, intelligence.
Uh, yeah, I guess it would be perception and medicine,
Okay.
or I guess agility is higher, so I can just try to quickly save.
Yeah, you'll quickly bandage him up, basically. Like it's flavoring the medicine check. Uh, you do manage to bandage him up, and he gets about 3 HP. He's not bleeding anymore, but the burn is affecting him. He's like, oh fuck, fuck, it hurts. Ellie, please come on.
While patching up, David, if you want to live, don't do nothing.
And next to the the trap stars, this one is going to attack Gon since Gon just stabbed him through the chest. He's going to try and combat shotgun you as well. I'm going to spend 1 extra die. That hits and generates me some AP. 7 physical damage.
That
To
was on me.
your Yeah, to your torso. 7 physical damage.
So, wow. I have 7 physical resistance. Holy shit.
Holy shit. That new piece of armor that you just got, the cuirass,
Mhm.
just absolutely deflects every one of those bullets. You hear the ting 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 as like shells, slugs all land on the chest piece. It makes dents, but it does not go through at all this new heavy cuirass that you're wearing. The blessed ironwood is protecting you.
Yeah, this is a solid
I'm
investment.
I'm curious. So with the gunshot being made, we hear what would be town guards coming to the location.
Oh, guards are coming, but not quite yet.
Yeah, not within, what, like a turn or a round is like 15 seconds or something, right?
Yeah, it'll take like 2 turns before they get there.
And it's this trap star here, right, that was shooting with a shotgun?
Yeah.
Gunny? Since this is like point blank and it's deflecting, does any of it like ricochet onto either me or the trap star?
No, it does not. The slugs land in the wood. They don't deflect. They like embed themselves and then fall down.
Yeah, a little bit of flavor. It also messes up my tattoo.
Yeah, yeah. There's now a ball shape, like a round shape in the tattoo. Kind of looks like a moon.
Perfect. Who's next?
Next is Carter.
All right. I'm going to go ahead with the knife again and try to hit him.
Okay.
I know with guns, if you like do your minor action to aim, you get a +1 on the initial roll. Does that work for the melee weapons as well?
Yeah, you can aim with the melee weapons.
All right. I'll do another luck roll with it.
Okay. That hits.
Okay. And then roll it for damage.
That's 4 physical damage, and that brings him down 2 more HP. And you go
I
for
think
another slice.
the combat knife is piercing 1, by the way.
Oh, piercing 1. You didn't roll any heads.
Oh, okay.
So you go for another slice. He steps back again, but he keeps hitting a cobblestones, and you keep landing cuts. He's not able to like back up quick enough to get out of the way of your knife. It seems
Oh,
like something.
he backs into the wall.
Yeah, he backs into the wall, and like he's just kind of like confused at like how often like his footing is missing, slipping. Elliot, it's your turn.
I am stunned.
Okay, your stun goes away for your major action. If you want to spend some AP, you can attack.
Okay. I don't have any.
You have party AP.
Let's see what we have in the party AP. We have one. All right. There's not quite enough.
Doesn't the AP refresh per session?
Yeah, it should say 6. Doesn't it say
Okay,
6?
so this
Are you
yeah.
looking at
says
your
6 for me.
personal AP instead of the party AP?
No, I pulled up the party AP and it said 1. No, I pulled it up and it says 6.
Yeah, that's my bad.
That's
Okay.
okay. I can use 2 to want to get somebody who's gettable. Who's this guy with the gas mask on? Is that the guy who
That's
just...
the Kim fixer, the guy who just did the Molotov. And then there's also this guy right here who is like the head of the gang who's
Yeah, that guy
shouting at
looks like
David.
he's got probably high agility. I'm gonna hit someone around me that I can hit with 1 success.
That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. 8 with vicious breaking. It's 10. Where do you hit? You hit him in the right
Right leg.
leg. -2. That's 8.
Does she not have to like have an extra difficulty on the first attack since she's doing technically a second major action?
Oh yeah, it is extra difficulty.
Yeah.
So that actually misses. I'm sorry, Elliot.
No, that's okay.
Oh, do you want? I'm fine with her spending more AP, or she could also do one of her luck points to
Reroll.
do an extra reroll for that.
Yeah, you want to spend one of your luck points to reroll?
Sure. I'll spend 2, actually. No, never mind.
Oof.
The sledge actually embeds itself in the ground as you miss. Thanks,
Brilliant.
Carter. You're stealing luck from
Every-
people.
It's not my fault the DM can't read.
It's gonna be a minor action to pull it out of the ground. Next is going to be Ganayegi. And
So you said
Ganayegi, roll me damage because you did your persistent spear.
Yeah, how do I roll damage? Just
Just a
click the
little.
damage button again?
Yeah, just the damage button.
Why is this?
You can in your
Oh,
character
right
sheet.
next to my spear.
Yeah, next to
Right?
the spear. Yeah, where it has a little face. He is
Wow.
dead. This
Yeah, he's
man is
dead.
the hole
Oh,
that you
wait.
made in his chest.
Wait, I didn't actually, my intention for this round was to mimic Marcus's actions,
Oh, okay.
is to subdue non-lethally. I made a friend here, and I'm kind of like, not sure why this is unfolding the way it is, and I'm like, I see he's going to great lengths to not let people die. I'm extremely concerned for Elliot, but I'm trying to follow the guy who's helped me, so,
Too
going
bad.
for non-lethal.
Oh, going for non-lethal. Okay. I'll say that this guy is down as well. He's out, but he is not. You'll have to stabilize him because he's bleeding out if you want him to live. Uh, Next is going to be Marcus's turn.
Oh wait, does that
I
count as my turn? Like to just, I thought like it was like a persistent damage thing,
Oh,
like
that's persistent damage,
it
and now you
ticked,
get your turn. Now you get your turn. Yeah, you're right.
right? And that, what's it cost to stabilize this guy? The
Uh,
major action?
yeah, major action, and it's going to be medicine and intelligence usually.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know what to do to stabilize him, so I'm gonna not kill him, but I'm gonna proceed with helping Elliot because again I'm conflicted, so
Okay.
I'm gonna
If you
leave
got
that
any
to
medicine on you, I think it would be a minor action.
Yeah.
even still, not gonna try it. The heat of the moment, I'm going for this 12 out of 13 guy.
Okay.
And that's an iron combat spear. And it's AP to do additional.
Yeah, it's 2 AP to do an additional attack. So you can roll an attack and then an additional attack at a higher difficulty.
Interesting. Oh,
So
look, a
that
critical
hits.
success. And then I can do an additional attack.
Yeah, yeah. At a higher difficulty, so you need another 2.
Okay, so if I click this, then I can add a dice to that
No,
for another AP.
yeah, you can add a dice to it for an AP.
Okay. Okay, got it. Another one.
Nice.
Boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Holy hell.
So I
You land both hits. Roll me damage.
describe what happens to my action points.
Uh,
So
you're
I
you
spent 3 on the second attack.
you spent 3 and
2 to make it, 1 to extra roll.
it was 2 to get it, and then you got 4 back.
Oh,
So you
okay,
got all
nice.
of your AP back.
You can actually
Okay, good.
spend some of that AP that you just got to make your damage more. Good.
Yeah. So you can
Okay.
you get some extra AP.
So
So you have 1
roll
floating.
damage.
Yeah.
I got 1 floating, so I'll run with an extra. So I got 9 on that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna roll a second damage for the second attack. I'm not gonna add any dice to it because it looks like this guy's gonna die.
Are these non-lethal attacks or are they lethal?
They are non-lethal again. Yeah.
Okay. So you're grazing him with a spear, but you're
Yeah.
effectively
I
like
mean, if you want to roll for it, I mean, I'm trying to do damage, but also half going for the non-lethal thing. It's
Instead
definitely
of
a
stabbing,
heat of
he's
the moment.
hitting with the spear, like doing more blunt damage.
no, you don't kill him.
Okay.
All right. He's down as well. You've basically speared through his leg and speared through his arm, and he's down and not able to move.
Got
Does
it.
the rest of the gang take note of the fact that we're knocking these guys out rather than killing them?
They don't notice. Like let me check if the Trap King notices. Uh, let me roll a perception, survival, difficulty 1. He does notice, and he's actually gonna like, guys, chill, 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 back off, like, and he's gonna ask you guys to like, we're calm, right? We're good.
Run them pockets.
Oh, you're gonna keep fighting?
I think you mean like give us your money.
Yeah, or reverse this, stick up, I guess.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind, in 30 seconds, the trade marshals are coming.
That's why 5
Uh,
turns.
Yeah.
would it, would it, I'm just curious, is it a crime to loot thieves in the city?
Depends if they have a card. Make me a perception check to check and see if they have. It could be difficulty 2. You're kind of like running them for everything that they have. They're like opening their coat.
So it's perception and survival for Marcus?
Yeah, perception survival. You notice on a few of them that there's no card. You don't really get a glance. Like they're not like turning out their neck to you, where the lanyard that people usually wear their residency card. They don't have cards on them. Most of the ones that you notice, like you're running through their pockets, they don't have cards on them. Like I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what loot you find.
Does that mean they
Uh,
shouldn't technically even be in the city at all?
They shouldn't even be in the city at all, and they don't have rights. They're outside of the law. Like essentially, they're wastelanders.
so, as per rules of the city, we can take their loot, but
You shouldn't
and
kill
not
them.
gonna. Okay, so
Actually,
I will.
actually, you could kill them because they're completely outside of the law.
Uh, yeah, Marcus is not the type to kill people unless he have to. So we'll just loot and just turn them into the authorities. Uh,
Hey, money.
among David, does he find the rag? Find what he would find token from the shop?
And let me roll how many.
Hold up. Why don't we roll a contested? Because Elliot is definitely going to try to take from David. So you got to be faster than me.
Yeah.
Okay, so what roll contested roll just to
Uh,
see if
Uh, it's gonna be you with an agility athletics check, and you with an agility athletics check. Both of you are rolling agility athletics. He's setting the difficulty. You're trying to beat him, Elliot.
all right.
Marcus, you rolled a 1. Elliot, you rolled a 1 as well, but you lose half of the carton. Half of the cigarettes spill out on the ground.
We both go for it at the same time. It tears in half.
Yeah, it tears in half. So like half of the carton is still intact, and then one of the cartons. So you got about 30 raggrass cigarettes, and now the rest are just laying on the floor. You guys
I
happy?
would take. I would take the 30 as this is mostly stolen items.
Can you confirm that? I mean, do you
Well,
have
I
evidence?
saw him with a package of some kind coming out, and assume this is a
He was hiding it under
package.
his trench coat, I think.
Yeah.
I said trench coat like it is in the 1920s.
Yeah, it is a non like David was making it obvious for the package size he was trying to steal.
If you're rolling agility, survival, tribal guy, you grab about 5 of the raggrass cigarettes.
That's what I was going for. Yeah.
He's just picking them up off the ground.
You read that tribal mind perfectly.
I
So
by the time
cinematically, he Don, Marcus is keeping people alive, but Elliot has said we also want you to give us everything you have, and now Elliot and Marcus are rapidly looting them.
Yeah.
I show the hand signal of they are defeated, we can loot, loot them, and show the what would be general accepted tribal sign up. I am not a killer, but they committed a crime.
Yeah, you kind of wave your hand left and right and then like do the slit on the throat. Like you're like, no kill, no kill. I don't kill, but I want their stuff.
You guys are lucky.
Hell,
It,
we just needed
it,
stuff because DeLuca's demanding everything from us, man. If we don't get more stuff for DeLuca, he's gonna send a hit squad on us.
Maybe you should have died here. Hey, maybe we should kill them. I think they'd be
uh,
better off.
da- David, this DeLucas, is he in the city?
He's the head of the Trap Stars, man. He's not in the city. He's out in Macon.
Is this Luca in the room with us now?
Elliot, uh, to the best of your knowledge, the trap stars, did they commit any atrocities that you know of?
Yeah, several.
Hey
You want a
DM,
Uh,
how,
list?
how many more effective turns do we have until the police show up here?
You have one more turn.
Elliot, what's your
Wait,
relation to
I,
the trap
I,
stars?
Elliot, I have the idea. If you're up for um, getting back at them, how about we try to locate this Lucas and turn these people in for a what bounty we can get? They obviously are criminals.
Are the police making any like noise on their way over, like blowing whistles or anything?
we should probably get out of here.
Yeah, we should. Uh, oh yes, let get out of here while we can. And I will tell David, you're in group. You and your group, they are going to stay. Don't make a move, or we will know.
David,
How big is David? Can I carry him?
what's your strength?
My strength is 10 because of adrenaline rush.
Yeah, you can carry him, no problem. 10 is
Okay,
10
we're
is enough that you
kidnapping
can just.
him.
Oh, wait, Elle, come on, quit
He's getting
manhandling me.
kidnapped.
I know. Fine, and he just kind of goes limp in your arms.
Yeah, as his torso bleeds out.
Yeah.
What are these other two guys doing in possible reaction?
They're looking around like they're expecting somebody, and they're gonna try and bolt.
Can I grab the guy or can I do an agility check to like grab the guy next to me and handcuff him?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Subdue,
agility. Yeah, he's gonna make an agility survival check and against yours.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend an AP to
I
swing.
will, I will be ready to shoot at the person trying to flee if they are trying to get away from this.
He actually trips and he face plants on the floor. He
No,
trips
no,
as he's trying to get
no.
away from you, and he face plants on the floor. This one is running actively. If you're making a shot, go ahead.
I'm gonna spend an
I,
AP for mine, and I do handcuff this guy.
Okay.
but this is a non-lethal
You shoot him
attack.
in his leg.
That hits. Go ahead and roll me damage.
9.
9. Uh, yeah, 9 damage will knock out his leg. And he's now down on the ground. And he's like, oh no, come on! If the if the guard gets us, we're all going into the fucking mines. What are you doing?
Better the mines than dead by Lucan.
I will give you the option. Do you want to survive and be in the mines, or do you want the Lucas squad to come kill you?
And he looks at his leg and he looks around and he looks at you guys and he's fuck
We'll
it, the
bail you out.
mines.
Good, because I am looking for some revenge and go after the Lucas for the crimes his gang committed.
And at
Are the
this,
police showing up now?
the police are showing up. 2 of them run up and says, "Hey, we heard gunshots over here. What's going on?"
I'll approach him and I'll explain what happened since I was seeing the whole thing. And
Hands up, ghoul, hands up.
I'm gonna flash. I'm assuming I've got it available. I'm gonna flash my service card.
Oh yeah, and you also have a state trooper badge.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, I didn't realize that one of the state troopers was here." And they both put their gun down. "Sorry, sir. Sorry for calling you a ghoul."
And I'll just sort of like hold my hand up, like sort of like a no worries sort of gesture, and I'll like explain what was going on since I saw most of everything.
All right, well, they begin cuffing up, and they're gonna be like, "All right, gentlemen, you're coming with us." And they're
I,
That gentleman, the
Car-
trap stars or our party?
the trap stars.
Carter, you know if in the city there is a reward for turning criminals in, or are they just only official bounties?
I would know if there's like a state thing for it. It might be like a check to if there's a city specific thing.
There's no city specific thing. There's no reward. The Outlanders are just essentially outside of the law, and anyone who deals with them is doing like just a regular day-to-day activity. Like killing an Outlander, a Wastelander, is as unpunishable as stepping on a bug. They have no legal protection. They have no legal rights. This is the Wild West or the Wild East.
But there's no like bounty for dealing with criminals like that. Is I think what Marcus is getting at.
Maybe major criminals, maybe no major criminals, but these are just like low slugs.
I would like
Would
to
there be a luck check for this? That like maybe David or the leader of this gang might be somebody notable with a bounty on him.
Yeah, make me a luck check, difficulty 3.
Ooh, okay. Luck, barter, survival, or what?
in a Mechavale bounty
Luck,
board,
survival,
bounty
barter,
vale.
barter. Sorry.
In Marcus knowledge of the bounties in the city for property looking at a board, did any of these gang members have a bounty that he did not take the poster of?
None of them except for maybe one. Give me a second on the luck.
I'm spin. Oh, okay.
Let me see that luck roll, baby. Luck barter.
Oh, you are ready for it now?
Yeah.
I thought you were telling me to hold on for it. So
No.
I'm gonna spend 3 of my personal AP to make this 4d20.
Okay.
Yes.
You do notice one individual who would have been on the bounty board. His name is Jericho. Uh, Elliot, you do recognize Jericho as someone who used to run he was the head of Ingleside, the city the part of Macon that you grew up in. Um, he is the head of the trap stars there. Why he's in Solstice City trying to make money, you have no idea.
He kind of seems like he has fallen.
If I recognize which one of these trap stars is Jericho?
This one right
Him.
here.
If I recognize him, I'm gonna go over there and I'll lift him up. Or no, actually, I think Ellie's got him on her back right now, so never
No,
mind.
I was conding with David. David is the guy that I have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ellie.
Then I'm gonna grab this guy. I'm assuming he's handcuffed, and I'll lift him up, and I'll ask one of the officers where the bounty office is, because I know this guy's got a bounty on him.
Carter, as per the rules of this city, for my current rank in the city, when we turn them in without actually claiming getting the bounty paper itself.
I would assume. I'm assuming based on the luck roll that there would be a bounty posted in the office for him.
Yeah, the Solstice City had a bounty for about 100 caps on Jericho.
And would I know where I need to turn him in for the bounty, or?
You can bring him to Southland Dispatch, or you can just take him to the City Hall. City Hall
Uh,
Castle.
let it let take him to Southwest Dispatch to collect the reward, then take him to the castle.
All right, I'll go ahead and move you guys to the overworld.
How much the bounty so I can just put in the collected loot?
The bounty is about 100 caps, so you can split that amongst yourself. 20 caps each.
Now hold on, why are we splitting up my bounty money? I'm kidding.
Hey, you never would have found him if I wasn't dumb enough to follow David.
That's true.
All right, I'm adding the caps to Mr. Jeffrey, who's still resting in the inn, eating his chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup.
I rolled down his disease. He only has to rest for one more day, and his disease is gone. His flap limb.
So I think we should all get 40 caps total, both 20 for the bounty and then 20 from us
Yeah,
getting the
it
pocket.
would be
Yeah.
it would be 40 total just from the laying around cap. So I will remove that from the party inventory.
Okay.
Cloud, can you just add 40 caps to Jeffrey's sheet?
Yeah, I did. I just did. All right. And what are you guys doing now? Now that you've got now that Mr. Um Jericho is no longer with you guys in the party, where are you headed now?
I did also notice, I don't remember you said anything, but apparently Fliperdo had to bail on us.
Okay.
Gunny?
Yeah, Gani. I'll just move you guys to the historic square where you guys can just kind of explore if you want to.
I don't know if anybody in the historic square would have it, but I remember you broke my revolver 2 sessions ago, and I need to get it fixed.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
My armor broke. I don't know how many sessions ago.
It would have been like 2 sessions ago. The leather piece that I let you borrow, just keep that. If I have better armor than that.
All right, and I'll move you guys
I,
back to the center of the city.
is there a armor shop in town?
There was
There's
like a little like blacksmith area down here I saw when I was wandering around.
yeah.
Uh,
There's a smithy right over here who's working on some equipment.
okay. I will go to the smithy over yonder there.
I guess we're
Yeah,
both going there. I'm assuming he could he also fix up the revolver?
yeah. I'm actually going to move you guys all over here, and again, he had to leave just before I moved Hideo into the town. You're gonna see Hideo again. Hideo waves at you and says, "Hello, hello, everybody. Uh,
Oh man, they let the crab in.
yeah, I petitioned at the city hall castle, and they allowed me in.
Wow, sometimes the bureaucracy does work.
Yeah,
I
they
think
agreed
going
that.
forward, if you're gonna have tribal content, you need to do it in the first 2 hours.
Yeah, I know, right? I was expecting to let you guys explore the city, but you kind of like bit that lead on David pretty quickly. The citizens are actually relatively calm. They've been assuaged that everything is in order. Um, the business is running as usual by the trade officers. They're told, calm down, everybody, just uh, nothing to see here, and they're escorting the individuals away from the scene of the crime.
Nothing to see here. Burning building down in the background.
Yeah, there was a Molotov thrown at somebody the back of somebody's house, but yeah. Um, a gentleman working the forge looks up to you and says, "Hello, how may I help you?"
Hello. Curious if you are able to make improvements to my armor, as I would like to make this more durable. So for the upgrade, it would be the Raider Buttress armor.
Okay, I can. Well, let me take a look at it. I can upgrade it for, let's see here, about 30 caps.
That's 30 per piece.
Yeah, 30 per piece. So it'll be all
Uh,
total about 150.
hmm. So with the helmet, it would be 180, but I do have 18 pieces of junk on me. Would that help lower the price?
Let's see here. If we're bartering with some junk, I can knock it down to, you said 30 pieces of junk?
18 on me. Uh,
18, so 180
what?
minus 36, that's going to be 148.
Okay, I will accept that. And then how long will that take?
Uh, you know what? That should only take about a day. I just gotta, well, actually a couple hours. Let me look over this stuff. Yeah, you only need stuff re-riveted, and I can do some riveting work on this in about, give me about 2 hours. And he looks over. Let me see what time it is right now. It is currently 5 o'clock, and he looks. He's like, actually, I'll have to come back tomorrow because workday is over. And everybody's
Okay,
kind of packed up and is milling about, like going about their business. You notice that most people besides the shopkeepers are no longer heavy at work at their business. They take the time very seriously. 5 o'clock hits and everybody just stops.
how about I come back tomorrow and you can work on it then.
That sounds good. I'll go ahead and take your equipment from you, and we'll just I'll pick it up. You can pick it up tomorrow.
Okay. Mm. Uh,
And can I ask
oh,
him about the revolver I'm also needing to get fixed?
He says, "Yeah, yeah. Ooh, this is
DM, can you explain how my gun broke so I can narrate that to the guy?
Yeah, you blew out the barrel. The rifle on this thing is all fucked up. I'll have to re-rifle this. This is gonna take me a little bit longer than the other one. I can get this to you by the end of the next day. It'll be about 40 caps. I have to re-rifle this barrel."
Can, can I do a barter check to have mine done first?
Yeah, go ahead. It's gonna be charisma barter.
All right. Would this be like a contested check with Marcus then? Because we're like debating who gets repaired first.
Yeah, give me charisma barter, both of you.
Can I spend a luck point to make mine luck based?
No. I get to veto that, and this time, no.
All right. Well, I still got my smooth talker, I guess. So.
Marcus, roll me a charisma speech check.
Okay.
You're setting the difficulty. You're seeing who's gonna like. You're kind of arguing amongst each other. No, I need my equipment first. No, I need my equipment first. Like, I got the money to pay for it, and like,
Mm,
Carter wins out, and he's like, no, I really need this gun because if I don't have this gun, we're not gonna survive out there.
If the merchant puts up a fight, could I like reference my citizenship card?
Yeah, like your citizenship card is enough for him. Yes, sir, right away. I got it for you, sir. And he looks at it. He says, I'll get this for you around 3 p.m. tomorrow. Does that sound good?
Yes,
And
sir.
and you, Mr. Marcus, Marcus.
Is he glowing right now? He might actually say Mr. Bride just fine.
Marcus, it would be the same day, so the skin cream would still have.
Yeah, the skin cream is still activated, so he's not glowing. The Radaway skin cream that he's taking to keep his glowing one abilities from activating is still in effect. I could get that to you about 5 p.m. tomorrow. So you guys enjoy as the town gets ready for the fall festival, the grand fall festival. We start on Halloween.
Big McThankies from McSpankies.
Yeah, you can't really tell, but everyone kind of has a slow way of making a perception check. Make me a perception speech check. Anybody who's interested.
Can I make this luck based?
Yeah, it's difficulty 3.
All right. No.
No, you you notice something, not quite completely, but people are in this town are speaking weird. You don't
It comes
really
off
know
as
why.
stone to me.
Yeah, people in this town are all speaking weird. But
I
yeah,
honestly couldn't tell if that was you being silly or this was a game thing, so I didn't say anything.
I mean,
yeah.
when we got here, it smelled like, skunk.
But yeah, everybody in this town just has a weird way of speaking, and like it does smell like skunk, so it might just be the radgrass that everyone's taking. And Hideo's like, here, you here for more trade? I can offer you some more beaded necklaces, some more beaded equipment, jewels, rings, all manner of tribal goods, all from the Foreverglades. You look like you like a nice red necklace, uh, sir. And he's gesturing towards you, Carter.
I'll pass.
Uh, oh well.
Uh,
Jewels, and at this point, you hear from the steps of the church. As Marcus approaches, you hear the man with the bell cart as he begins to project his voice outwards. Um, give me 1 second to pull it up. He's positioned himself atop the stairs and just in front of the boarded doors of this old cathedral building. He raises his hands and begins to speak in a projected voice. Children of the wasteland, hear me now. Repent, rebuild, and rise up, for the time is near. Do you not hear them? The bells, they must ring. Not just here, not just in this town, but from every mountaintop, from every town, from every hamlet. The freedom bells must ring from the highest peaks to the lowest valleys, and when they do, the new king will return. He holds his hands to his ears as if he's straining to hear the distant chime of bells. This gesture is pulling in onlookers from all over town, uh, who are like beginning to walk over towards him and seeing what he's talking about. Uh, the freedom bells, forged by the blood of martyrs and the sweat of the weary, they still wait to be rung. Stone Mountain, O great silent giant, why do your bells not ring? Do you not hear the cries of the lost and hopeless? Awaken! Sound the call! Let the bells ring from the heart of Dixie to the ends of the wasteland. If you ring those bells, if you ring them from every hill and mountain, the new king shall return. He'll come and all shall live in harmony and freedom once more. And he points at Carter. Do not wait for others to act. It is time, for the time is now. And he points at you. Repent, rebuild, and let the bells toll across the land. The question, my brothers and sisters, will you make them ring? And he brings out a large bell and he begins clanging it for within the town. And you notice, Carter, behind you are some of the trade marshals who are approaching him.
What would I happen to know, like, why they're approaching him? Like, I'm assuming there's a legal, like, issue going on here.
Yeah, he's causing a disturbance of the peace. You, Carter, roll me an intelligence science check. This is a history thing, difficulty 1. You haven't been in Solstice City for some time, so let me see if you remember this.
Nope.
Nope. You want to use a luck point to reroll that?
Uh, I guess since we're gonna do a long rest soon, since it's near the end of the day, sure.
All right.
So, okay, nice.
The Dreamers were kicked out of Solstice City not long ago, maybe like 15, 10 years back. Uh, somewhere around then, the Dreamers were kicked out, and this church has been boarded up and untouched in all that time. The Dreamers were kicked out for messages like this and for disturbing the peace and riling people up. All right, nothing to see here, folks. Sir, if you could come along with us, he says. No, no, you must repent. You have to repent. You have to turn away from this darkness. The the freedom bells. You have to ring them. Rusted by your complacency, you're clinging to old world lies. I'm telling you. And they're grabbing him and taking him off right now. They're dragging him away from his cart and bringing him to the city hall castle. You don't understand. This town is enslaved. It's enslaved by its ways to the old world ways. You have to turn.
And I'm just gonna mutter under my breath when he says that. That's not the slavery you should be worried about.
This this man. I'm glad I didn't get to talk to him earlier, or else I probably would have gotten in trouble.
Roll me an intelligence science check. Difficulty 2. Um,
Somebody.
Brain. Difficulty 2. Elliot and Carter. Elliot does not remember because what little she has heard of the Dreamers, she was not very interested in them. Very.
I'm gonna spend a luck point to make this a luck science.
Okay.
Can I spend one of my AP to reroll?
Yeah, go ahead. Nice.
And I get it back.
He was preaching a message about the bells because the Dreamers believe this idea that if you ring every bell all the way across uh, the wasteland, from every hilltop, from New York to whatever New York is, to Stone Mountain, the new king will return. A land of harmony and peace, an era of peace and harmony will return to the land. He believes it in a literal sense that if you ring the bells across this land, the new king will return and an era of harmony will return. And that's why he was trying to preach and sell people these bells so they could ring them all across the land.
They took him away, but what about his card?
His cart is still there. His cart is still at the top of the stairs, right there with all the bells on it.
Mm.
Right about here.
Are the guards are do they also confiscate the belts as well?
They didn't confiscate the bells. They just grabbed him and dragged him away to City Hall Castle. Everybody's just kind of looking on and like murmuring and just still talking amongst themselves before they go back to their business, their mutual business in their stands.
I take a bell.
You take a bell?
I'm gonna like come up behind her and go, I didn't think you were particularly religious.
The bells. Are there
I
any
just got put in prison for being a political activist. It's kind of hardcore.
the bells here? Are there any particularly unique bells among them?
They're all fashioned. They're all been casted in such a way as they're fashioned after the Liberty Bell. They have different words on the Liberty Bell. Every engraving that was originally on the Liberty Bell is engraved in a miniature way on these like particular little bells, and like some of them have cracks and some of them don't.
Okay, so
There is a few that are like brass. There's some that are copper. There are some that are steel.
besides just material, there's nothing special about them then.
No, nothing special about them. They're just, for all intents and purposes, bells. Make me a perception difficulty 2 check, a perception survival check. No,
I would like to use my one remaining luck to reroll that 16.
okay. Yeah, as you're searching through the bells, you notice inside one of the bells is a note, and the note reads, "We have to fight for freedom, if nothing else. I'm going to speak to the owner of Sunspot Synthetics as soon as I get a chance. Uh, Take care of yourself, Sister Faith."
What is the name of the person?
Sister Faith. Faith apparently wrote him a letter saying that she was going to check on Sunspot Synthetics, a store that's
S-
somewhere in town.
the place is called Sun Spot Synthetics.
Yeah, Sunspot Synthetics. Everything in town is kind of themed around the whole idea of a sun. Different things like Solstice City, the Sunbelt shipping company.
Okay, I will take this note and just walk off. John, I think we should find a place to rest up.
You do notice to right here, this is an inn, just next to Ganayegi. There is an inn, likely where it's got big painted letters, like painted in yellow, uh, uh, East Side Inn.
I can't move my token inside the inn. I guess the doors are locked shut.
Yeah,
Guess I'll have to find somewhere else.
no, we're gonna theater mine this. Uh, and inside up the stairs, at the bottom of the stairs is a young woman with red hair, just kind of cleaning up things. She says, she looks up and she says, "Hi, how can I help you?"
I'll mention we're looking for room and board for the night.
Oh yeah, of course. It'll be 5 caps for room, and if you're looking for food, it'll be 10. We have a rad stag stew on sale for today. Everybody get some rad stag stew with cheese.
Um, I'm good with the room and board price. I think my, or at least according to the privileges on my citizenship card thing, it says guaranteed basic food rations. Would that apply in this case?
Yeah, it would apply in this case. You're guaranteed to get like free food from this store because of your black card. She says, "Oh, I didn't realize you were a black card holder, sir. Like, of course, of course. Come in. You're free and welcome to eat. Just one bowl, okay?" Or she gestures to the rest. Are you staying here as well, ma'am?
Yeah,
Yes.
All
I'm gonna
right.
fork over the caps.
All right, and then it'll be 10 caps, 20 caps. All right, everybody's got some, and then I'm gonna take the caps out of Ganayegi's because I'm assuming he's resting here. 5.
Are you gonna roleplay and being confused by the food?
Yeah, he's kind of confused, but the idea of a warm meal and like place to sleep, he understands like in general like this is a place like you guys are all winding down for the day. It is getting kind of darker. It's because of the time of year, gets darker. I'm trying to remember, does it get darker earlier or later during the fall?
Earlier?
Earlier, yeah.
Uh, early. It is spring and summer the days are longer.
Yeah, it's now 7:50 and the sun is now setting and you guys are all able to kind of like rest up inside this inn. What are you guys doing for the night?
um, I'm gonna take the last couple hours, and I've got that one of those Pip Boys we got from that vault, and I want to tinker with it to see if I can unlock it.
Uh, it's actually open. Like whenever someone dies wearing a Pip-Boy, well, make me a repair check.
Okay.
Make me an intelligence repair check, difficulty 1.
If no
Can I,
one
can I spend a luck point on this?
Yeah, spend a luck point.
if no one objects, Marcus would like to tinker with one of these Pip Boys to see if he can get
Few luck
one
points to roll.
working for him.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll as well. Uh,
Oh, I was rolling with my intelligence still for some reason. That's why I wasn't messing up.
Uh,
what was the target number for your luck?
I thought I had some repair skills, so it actually would have been just 10, so I would have messed up both of those still. I got 2 more luck points though, so
Yeah, go ahead and
might as well
re-roll
try
it.
again. And I'll spend one of my personal AP for this last one to be 3d20.
I, I,
Wow, this really
I,
does not want to work for me.
I, Cloud, with Marcus' experience around Pip-Boy that the military probably had used them in some kind of fashion. Would this
Yeah.
help?
Roll me a intelligence repair. For you, it's going to be a difficulty 1.
Okay, so intelligence.
Yeah, for some
Mm,
reason these biometric locks aren't quite working with you guys. Like whoever killed these dwellers, normally when a biometric lock its owner dies, the Pip-Boy releases. But apparently when Flesh Skinner killed them, however he killed them, it didn't recognize them as being dead. He likely melted their skin or something away from this Pip-Boy, leaving it locked.
crazy idea, but we do have the vault suits. Would any of them have any skin or any flesh we can use?
Uh,
Like,
roll me a perception, difficulty 2, if you can find any on the suit. Perception survival.
Wouldn't it also be kind of a luck roll in and of itself? Because you'd have to hope that the flesh that you're peeling off for it
does
would unlock the pit boy you're fiddling with
Yeah.
specifically.
does John want to help me with this?
Yeah. Roll your luck stat, luck survival alongside his
Okay,
perception.
well, I have no more luck points. Can I still roll an assist with luck?
Yeah, roll an assist with luck. And you
It
do
worked.
succeed. It turns out that at least one of the pieces, like it's a small square of flesh just inside the nape of the neck of the suit. It's just stuck inside the collar, and you slide it out. Oh God, that's gross to me.
Just the thought of it is grossing DM out.
Yeah, you slide it out, slap it against the lock of the Pip-Boy, and it pops open, and it says, "Welcome, new user. Configuration details: name, biometric data, name, age, sex."
ASL.
Yeah.
So for updating the sheet, so is John taking a Pip-Boy?
Yeah. Are you taking a Pip-Boy? Are you locking this thing to yourself?
Yeah, Marcus will take one for himself.
Two of the other ones are locked. They're still locked. But this popped open one, anyone who wants it can take it.
I would definitely like to have the Pip-Boy, but since I was assisting Marcus, I'll defer to him if he particularly, like, if he really desires it.
I Having one will help me. I like to have some experience with these Pip-Boy that some personnel I worked with folk tech to get their hand on some.
So are you
So
taking
you're gonna slap it on and authenticate it to you?
Yes. Maybe we will get lucky with the other suits and they will have DNA samples for, to unlock them.
No, as you search the rest of these suits, there's not a drop of anything within these suits. There is blood, of course, but you try the blood against the biometric lock, and it does nothing on either one of them. It just
What
kind of
about
smears blood inside the Pip-Boy.
so no hair?
No hair at all. No.
Uh, would these boys have some kind of a hit or option to unlock them, like a man, like how
Uh,
some
it's possible
factory
there's a
unlock?
manual override. Make me an
That would have been
intelligence.
back in the vault, though.
Yeah, make me an intelligence science check difficulty 3 if there's like a manual override. Carter, you're going to be the only person who remembers this because you're a cybersecurity expert and you worked with Robco equipment. So make me an
So
intelligence science difficulty 3.
is is
Okay, I'm gonna
June
be hot garbage at it, but I'll give it a shot.
is June with us or is he away?
Is gone with us?
Yeah, yeah. June Sako, is he with us or is he just
No,
no,
he walked
Saka,
off into distance at the very beginning. I
yeah,
forget how DM had him go away, but he's not with us.
he's basically in a conversation with the governor.
Oh yeah,
okay,
about
so
the Vault-Tec integration program thing.
Yeah.
just one success.
All right. See, you said the science skill, right?
Yeah, intelligence science difficulty 3. And you managed to find the override. There just tiny enough for a at the top left corner underneath the light is a tiny spot where you can press in you need a bobby pin or something, but you could press in a bobby pin to activate the manual override and reset these Pip Boys. But if you have anything that thin on you,
We do have I would imagine Bobby pin or something like that from the assuming gonna have the lockpicks on him.
yeah, you have a multi-tool set. So Gon would be able to offer you the tool. He's like, are you gesturing for John to give it to you?
I would signal for Gun to let me uh, the lockpick tools
And he looks through his
for a
bag
moment.
and brings it out, and he kind of just hands it over to you and leans over to watch you whatever you're doing.
Yeah, I unlocked the hit boy. Hit boy. has had probably experience around these for the few army personnel that Marcus would have had been around for those that worked or were around Tech personnel then.
Yeah, you now have 3 unlocked Pip-Boys. One of them is latched onto Marcus, and you now have 2 more unlatched ready for anybody who's interested in the Pip-Boys.
I'm gonna take the second one there.
Okay.
How would a super mutant use a hit boy
It wouldn't fit on a
as
super mutant's arm.
okay?
It would either be Elliot or Gani who could otherwise possibly use it.
Yeah. Elliot, are you interested in one of these clanky looking wrist bracelets?
The pit boy is pretty useful for what it can be used for, and I explain how during military testing for some personnel, the VBAT system in the pit boy did help with aim and getting precise hits.
El's muted
Hmm.
again. Oh, never mind.
Uh, and yeah, the pit boy do have a built-in Giga counter and show the status of the individual. Also, it can play holotapes if
Actually, speaking of
started.
the Geiger counter, it is picking up a subtle amount of radiation off of Marcus, even though he's taken his radiation skin cream, the rad cleansing skin cream that's keeping him from being a glowing one for the day. It's picking up small amount of microsieverts, and like it's it's just minor amount of activity on the Geiger counter, but it is picking him up.
I mean, yeah. Can I have one of these pit boys?
I uh,
I'll
I
grab
would
the other unlocked one and hand it over to her.
uh, sh- just for the last hit boy, just leave it and someone edit the sheet and just put
I'm
a
assuming all
variable
three
for
of you just got Pip Boys because
Yeah.
he
yeah
said he wanted
yes
one, Elliot wanted one, and
uh,
then
leave it up to Gon next session if he wants to have a pip boy or not. If we can convince him how to use it.
yeah. So you're not taking it, Marcus?
Marcus, I am.
Okay.
So we
So
have
there's
one left.
no, there were only 3. So
Oh, okay. So it just everyone but Gon have.
has one, yeah.
We'll get one for God.
Yeah. Elliot, have in your life have you ever interacted with a computer before?
I would think that probably, but not in a way that like she might have played holotapes on a terminal once or
Oh,
twice, but she probably never.
there is a store in Macon that you have run into every now and then. It closed up shop and kind of boarded itself and only opens for like 2 or 3 hours uh, during the day when the trap stores aren't active. But there is a store called the Hollow Haven that sold holotape games back in Macon. And that was the only experience that you've ever had with any kind of terminal. They had terminals where you could play on them, and you were able to play for a second on one of the free display terminals until someone told you, "Hey, buy it or leave."
That sounds very true.
And that is at most what you've experienced. You have make me an intelligence science check to see if you have any idea how to make this device function. Elliot, it is amazing to you, but this device is intuitive enough that even a person like you can use it. You can
Even
flip through the
monkey
radio
can.
stations. You can flip through to. It gives you a local map. Now the map is not quite up to date. It just says Stone Mountain in your location. It doesn't show anything related to the new current information on the town. You can add in the info that there is a city here, but it's just showing you pre-war data on the map information. Then it shows you information about what all you have equipped and your age and uh your sex and everything else. And it shows a status bleeding, low HP.
Wow. This thing tells me things I already know. So wait a second. This is useful. How?
It would tell you other effects that you may not recognize right away. If there is any hidden health problems or injuries you are not aware of, it will show up.
Okay. There is a cool map. Can I turn the volume way up on the radio and just be annoying with this?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
you can if you want to be cause a noise complaint.
Okay, I don't want to get dragged out of here.
As you kind of blast up the music, you hear jingle uh
Jangle, jangle.
yeah, jingle jangle jingle playing through the radio. And then the next tune that kind of plays through is I got a big iron on my hip.
Do I
And
need to make Sorry, do I need to make an endurance survival check to see if I can heal this injury with rest?
yeah, you do. Endurance survival. It's just one because you only have one injury. And you succeed. You manage to rest up and get rid of that injury. If you guys are resting for the night, I'll go ahead and advance the time. Calendar. If you rest for it's currently about 21:49, so that's 9 o'clock. So advance it by 8 hours. You guys wake up at a crisp 5:49 in the morning. None of the
That's
shops are
cool.
open, but you guys are available to like kind of roam around the town. And you notice no one else is like the town is eerily quiet. Like everyone seems to be in their homes. Like it is an orderly town at that. Like no one seems to be up at this early. The town is just kind of like barren at this point.
I'm gonna spend the very early morning enjoying my complimentary breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. She
yeah.
prepares you some rad toad eggs and uh, Brahmin bacon.
Market is going to enjoy breakfast, and for the early morning, it's going to check out this sunspot synthetics to see why Sister Face sent this note to him, to the preacher.
Okay. And I'm going to move you guys to the battle map.
Oh, Marcus, I don't know if you saw it, but I did. I filled out the Pip-Boy info from the compendium stuff, or the rulebook stuff. So if you want to add that to your armor section.
Uh, okay, I already directed to my character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just drop it using the compendium into your account. Like you just click on Pip-Boy and then drop it. I finally added the compendium for you guys, so you can just type in the compendium and add stuff. I forgot I didn't have it activated, so now you can. Uh,
Nice. Uh, besides Marcus going out, what does everyone else do?
Wake and bake.
Wake and bake. Elliot, roll me a d20.
Wait, did Elliot ever recover from the disease from when we were in the sewers?
Yeah, I did. I'm no longer shitting everywhere.
Just bloody shit.
Elliot,
Immediately wasted.
you aren't bloody, but you are going on a trip. Give me 1 second to find the trip info.
This game is wild. You gotta roll tables for weed trips.
Because she keeps rolling 20s whenever she uses the radgrass.
For the current day, Marcus will apply the skin cream, so he is not going to be a bright light source.
When time advances to the actually, I might be able to take like a little bit of time in the morning before the shops open. Can I look around for a place where I could buy some tools? Because after Gani helped me out with the Pit Boys last night, I realized it'd probably be useful to have some tools of my own.
All right. I'm going to describe this. Elliot, you are sitting cross-legged uh, in a dim-lit, rundown shack, not rundown shack, but in the inn that you're in. Uh, you find yourself suddenly standing in front of your mother. It's a shadowy, distorted figure of her, almost human but flickering with cracks of light. Her face is obscured, replaced with like a hollow, glowing skull that seems to speak without moving. You ran, child, but how far did you really go? It's echoing in your mind and it's sending chills down your spine, Elliot. She tries to speak, but you can't find your voice. The skull, hollow eyes burn into you as the world around you shifts once more. The scene warps, and you now stand on the edge of Macon, staring down the trap stars. They become grotesque monsters, their body twisted and bloated. They're wearing warped masks that reflect your deepest fears. One of them is a massive creature with too many arms. It's laughing at you, a high-pitched mocking sound that grates at your nerves. Running didn't save you, and fighting won't either. The ground beneath you trembles, cracks form at your feet, threatening to swallow you whole. As you watch, Macon crumbles and it sinks into the earth like it's being consumed by the wasteland. Monsters laugh, towering over you, closing in with every second. But then everything stops. The laughter dies out, and in the silence you hear a rhythmic drumming.
Well, this stuff is laced.
It's a blurry, indistinct form cloaked in shadows, but there's something familiar about it. It looks like Gon. He grabs you and picks you up. And in real life, Gon picks you up and it pulls you out of the vision. You were dreamwalking.
Yeah, it's kind of a bad time.
And at this, you hear a voice, still at the edge of your mind, like just faintly. The world's broken, but I will shape it. And you can't fight what's already in your blood. You're just like them. And that's the last you hear. That's the last you hear of your trip, and you clear up.
This stuff is I think it's got something else in it besides just radgrass. This is a little
Uh, it's basically. Are you reapplying the Rad Away skin cream that you're using? Uh,
Yes.
yeah, the skin cream
You
that
mentioned
turns
that
you.
earlier.
Yeah, that turns you from a glowing one into a regular ghoul, like so you're not emitting radiation everywhere.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, the other thing I want to have, if I need to sneak that light on me, well, I'm in a populated center here.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to turn into a light bulb everywhere and like distract people from what they're doing.
No.
Actually, you notice uh, there is no activity in this town whatsoever. It's like it's dead up until 9 o'clock. Like as you guys kind of walk around, it's just like a still, silent, crisp morning. You're able to watch the ships on the lake, the lake itself, and the wind blow the farm around.
The sunspot synthetics. Do I see what is going on or what
Uh,
happened?
yeah, Sunspot Synthetics. It's a store that's let me see here. It's like a more modern style building. It's made of metal and glass panes, but no one's in the building yet. It stands in like really stark contrast to the rest of the building surrounding it. It looks as if it was transported here from another time. Like it looks like a modern building in the midst of several like almost medieval style buildings.
Like, can I figure out why it was placed here? Was it just naturally here, or was it built? Everything was built around it.
It was. It seems like this was cleared and built here recently.
Oh, this isn't like a like pre-war building that just looks out of place now.
Yeah, no, it was built here recently. It's a more modern building, but it was built out of the style of the rest of the buildings. Uh, it says opens at 9 o'clock.
Like, can I make out what type of gold were used to make this? If this was just like the others, or this more specific tools, probably from Voltec?
Uh, it looks like your standard make of like metal, but like it's welded in different spots. It's not as clean as like pre-war building, but it's got the appearance of a pre-war building. It looked like someone was trying to emulate with like less advanced tools, like the style of a pre-war building.
So someone tried to fabricate a older building in the Carnage then.
Yeah, someone
Uh,
was trying to fabricate a modern style building.
Are there any other ways around this building, or are they just only one front?
There's the front, and then there's possibly the back door. The back door next to where the dumpster is.
I would check the dumpster area and see if there was any clues why the preacher may have wanted to come here.
Um, you see a piece of armor that is unfamiliar to you in all your time in the West and all your time in the South. It's a piece of plastic armor, like a chest piece of plastic armor. And in game, it's going to be called synth armor, but you don't know that. It's just a plastic piece of armor, like a chest piece.
Okay, so I will go back to the inn and wait until morning.
Okay? And I'm going to. What do you guys do until morning? Now that you've had your drug trip, Elliot?
Definitely. If David is still with us,
Yeah, David is with you. Like he's like nervous to like bolt from you. Like he thought about leaving in the middle of the night, but felt bad about like everything that happened and is staying with you guys.
good
Especially
move,
because
buddy.
he thinks you probably capture him anyways.
I probably would have hunted him down. Yeah. I'm gonna offer him some Radgrass cigarettes.
El, always having fun, ain't you? And he's like, "You really want to smoke with me after everything?"
You have some explaining to do.
Yeah, I guess I do. And he lights one up. Let me roll a T20 for him. No, he does not have a drug trip. Uh, so what do you want to know, El?
What happened? Don't you even think about lying to me.
What happened was the trap stars began cracking down on any of the small gangs. I mean, you already knew that, but they sent somebody in. Somebody gave us away. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Uh, it wasn't me, but I have no idea who in the Die Punks gave us up. Uh, but essentially, we we got caught at a bad time. The trap stars knew where we'd be and why, and well, you know the rest. And I had nowhere else to go, and the trap stars basically pinned us, and I figured, can't beat them, join them, right?
Guess you did what you had to do to survive.
I mean, when you put it like that, it makes me sound like a pussy, but yeah, I did.
I mean, I'm not calling you a pussy.
Thanks, El. I always get having a conversation with you. But yeah, we were trying to grab stuff for just to sell here because we need to make cash. DeLuca told us to take this place over with to flood it with whatever drugs, but there's no way we're getting past the trade marshals. He gave us like an impossible task, and if we don't bring some real cash to him, we're kind of right fucked.
He's cutting you then. If he wanted this place, he could start a war. I don't think he could win, but I don't know what he's got up his sleeve. But to send just you guys, that
Yeah,
stinks.
yeah, you're probably right. He probably is trying to cut us out. But I mean, we were doing everything we were told. Like we couldn't move any venom into town.
Yeah, I had my own run-in with that.
You did? You I didn't realize you were running around with that stuff. You know it nearly killed your mom, right?
I'm kind of listening in the corner. I'm going to shoot her a very annoyed look. I don't know if she notices.
I know, but I found it on just some punks in the subways.
Yeah, that makes about sense. He sent a bunch of us up here to kind of take over. We're trying to push some stuff into Mechaville, but we're actually having a little bit more success there. We have a contact there who's helping us move stuff. But
Oh, you do? I would love to know about this guy. Who's this contact?
L, come on, man. Like I make me a
David.
charisma speak check. Difficulty 1. Since you know him, you've threatened him, you've nearly beaten him to death.
Charisma speech. Okay, never mind.
And since she rolled a 0, I can't assist.
Yeah. L, if I'm not getting put in the mines to mine away the fucking granite and the salt, I'm definitely not going back there. And I have to go somewhere, and the trap stars are all throughout Terminus, and the trap stars are all throughout fucking Georgia. They're gonna find me one way or another. So uh, what am I supposed to do, Al? Like give you up the name of our contact? I'm
I
definitely gonna
mean,
die then.
I saved your ass. Okay, they were gonna take you away with the rest of them.
Aren't, and I'll interject. I'll mention, aren't you just a little punk? How are they supposed to know it was you who gave them up?
But if he's still alive and the rest of them aren't active anymore, they'd probably kill him just because.
Well, the rest got sent to the mines, right? Like, they could think that one of the guys stuck in the mines squealed. They wouldn't know exactly who.
No, but if they ever see him,
I'm
he's
dead.
toast.
Yeah. It doesn't. I don't care if they're in there for a year or if they're in there for 10 years or 20 years. If they come out of there, they're gonna find me and kill me. Where am I supposed to go? I grew up in
That's assuming they don't die in the mines themselves.
Hey, we're hoping. I mean, look, to be honest, you should be thanking my friend Marcus there because I was gonna kill you.
Yeah, I noticed now. Why? That's half of the reason I'm not telling you anything. I knew you for what, 5 years, 10 years growing up.
Then
You,
you know not to fuck.
yeah. Fine. Our contact up in Mechaville is a guy by the name of Wrench. He's got a bad jet problem, and he keeps himself stocked up by our stuff, and he kind of helps us move equipment in there.
I'm gonna raise an eyebrow to this since I know Rich and I already dealt with his jet addiction. I'm gonna ask, when's the last time he did some work for y'all?
Like over a month ago, we haven't heard anything back. We sent him some jet recently, and like we were supposed to hear something back from him, but he hasn't talked to us. While you're searching
Since I know more recent info about him than he does, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
yeah. Yeah, Marcus is coming back to this conversation just about now. Marcus, you have a interesting piece of info to bring before the people. Like, you have all you have on you is just this like little basically synthetic plastic piece of a chest armor, and you just kind of throw it on the table. Uh,
Uh, John, John, I found this piece of equipment in the city, uh, in a back alley. Do you know what the make of it? It's some kind of plastic, not a plastic of what would be a armor made from pre-war combat parts.
Would I be able to tell just from a glance what this is?
it's gonna be an intelligence science check, difficulty 4. That you have never seen something like this in your life, and like you're gonna try and piece together exactly what this is.
When it comes to the pre-war armor used for the combat suits, then it had a certain texture and when it comes to the polymer materials used, that this is a unknown to me.
All right. I'm going to spend a luck point to make this luck science, and I'm going to use the last of my personal AP points and make this a 40-20.
Okay.
Oh, wow! Target 16. What the hell?
You have never in your life seen a plastic like this. This is more advanced than most anybody could create in the wasteland. Uh, this is
At what
a
point does it give me any sort of hints on it?
I mean, I'm giving you hints. Like this is a plastic that is so advanced that you question how it was even made in Solstice City. It appears that this equipment was made by someone who had relatively modern equipment, like nearly
Pre-war
post-war.
equipment.
Yeah, nearly pre-war equipment. Yeah, it almost looks, if you look at it and examine it close enough, like it was like laminate printed, but like printed in like a sturdy enough fashion and like shape that it was like assembled all as one piece. And it's
Huh.
now 9 o'clock in the morning, and all the shops, everybody comes out of it. Make me a perception check. Difficulty 0.
Me? Anybody?
Yeah, anybody who wants to.
Either of you guys have a good perception?
No, not me.
I Marcus gets 2 AP.
All right, Marcus, you notice that everybody in town kind of comes out of their house at almost the exact same time and goes to work, like goes to about their business. It appears that like on clockwork, people leave their house just enough time to get to their place of work and begin their business for the day. And
Like a video game?
Sunspot Synthetics is open now.
Okay, I, John, did the mayor said how long he's going to be in town for?
uh, I'm trying to remember. He said like 2 or 3 days, right, Ian?
Yes. It'll be no, it's one more day. It's currently October the 30th, and
Well, yeah, 2 or 3 days total, and we just went through one day, so
yeah.
we got one
I,
more day, maybe 2.
I, I have a hunch that this may not this this piece I found may belong to a unknown faction, but I need to double check with the mayor as he seemed to be quite knowledgeable about the coming and going of the region. when it comes to advanced pieces of technology.
Do you say the Legion?
No. I, nope. The mayor may know more about advanced tech made in the region, as
Oh, in the
this place
region.
is
Okay.
in the region. They may know who potentially can mix this, as Mechafil is known for its energy weapons.
Uh, yeah. If you guys want to, the last known location you had on the mayor was at City Hall Castle, but it's been about a day, so who knows where he is now.
Uh,
Would I know if the mayor got to sleep at or near the city hall, or is he in a, would he be likely in an inn somewhere like us?
He's probably at Mr. Oglethorpe's Manor, if anywhere. If he's staying in town, he's probably at Mr. Oglethorpe's Manor.
That's what I thought. I wasn't sure if like him essentially as the government coming as a government official would have special quarters for lodging.
Yeah.
I go to the manor there and see if the mayor is up. He should be.
As you knock on the door, before you are even able to knock, one of the trade marshals opens and says, "Business here."
Yes, I would like to see the mayor of McVille. I will. I have something that he may want to see,
Yeah, and what is that?
and I show the plastic armor. This doesn't look familiar to me, and I know a lot about armor.
Let
I,
me
I found
roll
I
a
found
Should
this out. I found this outside of the city, and I was curious what the mayor knows about this.
do you have to do like a speech check on the marshal here? Because this to him, not knowing anything about Marcus, would seem like a very strange thing to come to a official about.
Yeah, and he's gonna look at this and he says, "I have no idea what that is. It looks like plastic. You probably got it from the hemp producers. Uh, but
It
this
is
is a
armor.
government facility, sir. This is Mr. Oglethorpe's personal manor. If you are,
Uh, is the is the mayor around for me to talk to him?
the mayor left this morning back to Mechaville.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he skimped out a day. He apparently skipped out on us and left a day early.
Yeah, like he got finished discussing the war front with Governor Oglethorpe and headed back.
Let us check with the city gate if he have left yet.
All right, and if you guys are moving to the city gates, I'll move you there. The southern city gate. Uh,
I will go up to the person at the gate and ask if the mayor of Machiavel if he left town yet.
oh yeah, the mayor, the guy in the white hat, or the black hat with the white suit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that golf cart left about, I'd say about an hour ago.
Does he look like he is telling the truth?
Oh, he's telling the truth. Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
John,
he doesn't have any reason not to.
John, it looked like the mayor left.
Uh, Wait, what was the question here? Also, I'm
Johnathan,
not
Oh,
the
even sure
mayor.
I'd be here because I'm
yeah,
assuming I'm like at the square looking for traders.
Yeah,
yeah.
you'll catch up
I
with him.
asked. I would go back to the town square, uh, assuming meet everyone up there.
All right, I'm gonna delete Don. David is just kind of walking with Ellie, like, so I saw you had a bad trip, El. Sometimes this stuff, if it gets around too much radiation, it pulls in some weird vibes. You want to tell me what you saw?
Nightmares.
I hate those kind of trips.
Yeah, our friend, I think he was tripping at one point. He seemed to be having a pretty good time.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Like that's why I try and mess with the light strains and stuff, man. The stuff that comes from here from Solstice City, there's no radiation in it, so this city's been cleared of it, so it's usually clean and good stuff. But you can't always get good grass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. I think I know why they call it Stone Mountain now.
Yeah, yeah. And he kind of laughs at that. He's like, "Yeah, you always had a good sense of humor, Al.
But Tish.
When you're not breaking legs."
I
And
mean, that's what I get paid. Just
is
you
that is
gotta
that what's
eat.
happening? I didn't realize that you joined up a new crew. Is this the Ghoul crew that you're running with? Are you running with the Ghostface crew?
The ghost face, they'd kill me if they saw me.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I don't know. Like you could run it with two ghouls. I figure. Well, yeah, you're right. They'd probably kill you.
Nah, these guys, I just kind of met them one day and they just let me follow them.
Believe it or not, she was trying to sneak into the Necrosis nightclub while we were there.
I did so successfully.
Jesus, L, you're really playing with fire. You know the Ghostface crew hangs out there. You could have gotten yourself killed.
I think they were there and they were doing something really creepy with something. I don't know. They injected my friend. He's all glowing now. But if they did that to a person, I don't know what would happen.
Yeah, that's why we don't fuck with the Ghostface crew. Unless we have to. Like, we're supposed to be taking over Terminus, but shit's slow going, and I don't know. I don't mess with these guys up north. You hear about the Disciples of Damnation too? Those fucking crazy dudes up north of Atlanta
Oh yeah, we
or
killed some of
Terminus.
them too.
Ah, great, great. You're running into literally everything. Are you trying to stay alive, L?
Not super hard. I mean,
I've already had to patch her up several times. And I'm gonna reach over and bonk her on the head.
Well,
I can't help my nature. I just trouble loves me.
yeah, yeah. L, actually, I've got a serious question to ask you, and like, I mean this with no disrespect. Were you the one who gave us up?
That hurts me that you would ask that.
I mean, I got to. I have no fucking clue what happened that day.
I don't I mean, you probably know this, but I didn't even go back and check for you.
Yeah, well, not sure you'd have found much. And he just kind of looks down at himself.
You're in a tough position.
Yeah, and I don't know exactly where to go. I stay here and I gotta fucking work in, like they're gonna essentially like put me to work. I I leave and the fucking trap stars find me wherever I'm at. I could go live in the boonies, but who knows what fucking wasteland creature is gonna kill me.
You should come with us.
I mean, are you sure about that, Al? Like, I can run with you for a bit, yeah. And maybe we can find some other die punks. Who knows where they ended up.
I'm gonna have a very negative look on my face, and I'm gonna speak him and go, "You're already enough trouble as it is, Elliot. I'm not sure I want two of you troublemakers around."
Come on, he's not a bad guy. He just got sticky
He
fingers.
tried to kill you, Elliot. I'll say that kind of loud. I don't know if anybody nearby might look over at me, just sort of suddenly shouting that.
And I tried to kill
Hideo
him.
is
Water
gonna
under the
notice.
bridge.
Hideo is gonna kind of look up and he's hup, and he's gonna tell the who crab to just kind of move over away from everybody, like selling beads, selling beads. He
We
kind of
both
motions
tried to
towards you.
kill each other, like old times.
Uh, I mean, God only knows which one of us actually gave us up. Like, I don't know if it was Lacey, if it was Steve, or I mean any of the other guys. But I thought we were a unit. You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe any one of us would have given us up. Was
Yeah, but look at what you were doing just now.
I mean
Working for DeLuca?
I mean it's not the worst thing. We get our and you could kind of give me a perception check. Difficulty 1. Perception medicine check. Ellie.
Okay,
Ellie,
try
he
this
doesn't
for
look
London.
like in tip top shape. You didn't get a good look at him throughout everything that's been happening, but now that you're kind of uh getting a vibe of David after seeing him for a while, like he's not in the greatest shape. Like, and it's not just that he's been roughing it out in the wasteland. It looks like he's been taking something, not just radgrass.
Hmm.
I mean, they give us our stuff for free, so it is what it is.
That's how they got you.
Yeah, well, L, they fucking Wi-Fi'd it, right? Like, if we were born there, we're gonna die there. That's just what it is, what it is.
You don't have to accept that. We could take the fight to them.
And do what, right? We're gonna take on DeLuca's entire gang, all fucking five. We're gonna take on all of Macon, right? L. We're gonna kill DeLuca, and he just kind of quiets his voice down. We're gonna kill DeLuca, and then what, L? Then what happens to Macon?
Piss on his grave. I don't know what happens to Macon. I mean, I'd rather die fighting
You're welcome.
than
You're
lay
welcome to
down.
take on DeLuca, and you're welcome to take on all of Macon if you want to, L. But leave me out of that. I don't wanna. I don't know what to do, L. I mean, look at me.
Well, I don't have any addict all or anything, but I just know that eventually, if I let you go, I may never see you again. You know, you're kind of a dead man walking right now.
Yeah, well,
When when she mentions the addict all, I'm gonna like sort of perk up my ear at that.
he, actually, who is this dude? Because he's kind of straight-laced for you, L. Like, who are these guys that you're running with?
They're good guys. They let you live.
He shot me in the elbow, L. Like, and he's like trying to move his arm, and he's still having trouble like getting full range of motion.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a
I
sick
I'm
shot.
gonna.
by this time, yeah, by
Okay,
the
go ahead,
time
Marcus.
By the time Harding Marcus came back and find the group, hello. Oh, I see. Our friend here is up on his feet again.
Yeah, no thanks to you.
Hey, try to. Do you know how hard it is to aim at a human body and not try to kill it when you capture someone alive or not kill them? That's a feat upon itself. Besides,
Congratulations.
I had a feeling you were important.
Yeah, I don't know too much about that. And like again, he kind of just looks despondent and looks down like I don't know about important.
David, this DeLucas individual, he is wanted for war crimes, and I would like to try to catch him alive, or if at the very least take him out of the picture. You can be a part of that
He's
and get
he
rid of
just
him.
begins laughing. You guys really are gonna take on DeLuca, aren't you?
I
Oh,
mean, not right
Yes,
away, not
uh,
all at once.
uh,
sweet lord.
Dave, David, me and my group here, we took down a ghoul that experimented with psychic powers How hard can the Lucas be with all the trap stars? It's not like I am dealing with a army of super mutants now.
He's leaning over to L and he's like, "So, how much radgrass did you give to this dude?
I
What the
mean,
fuck is a
none at all.
psyker?
He's just naturally crazy.
What the fuck is a psyker?"
Well, a psyker is someone who uses their mental powers, and I describe the freak brains able to set objects on power with their pyrokinetics power.
He's
In the
looking at L
info,
to like confirm any of this.
Wait, was I there?
In Flesh Skinner's
yes,
lair, yeah.
I'm just, you know what?
info.
I gotta back the boys, so I just like nodding, like everything he said. Yeah, that's the God's truth.
L, you can't be fucking mind powers and shit, L.
I saw it. I was there.
It's bullshit, L.
You want to go see? There might be some of those things still crawling around in that vault.
There's no
All
such
right,
thing.
all right, all right, all right. Look, kid. Let me make you an offer here. You feel like you got nowhere to go. You're in a pretty shitty situation. Wouldn't you agree, David? Right?
Yeah, David.
I'm gonna say that with kind of like a flippant tone because I'm already kind of annoyed with him having tried to kill Elliot the other day. And what I'll tell him is this: is I can get you some Addictol if you hand over any drugs you got and promise to go on a straight and narrow. And if you want to get a better life for yourself, when we go try to deal with DeLuca down in Macon, if you help us deal with the trap stars down there, I'll even sponsor you or I'll even help sponsor you for a green card, so you can get your life on the straight and narrow.
L, who the fuck is this guy?
Uh, he's a narc. Don't don't worry too much about him. He means well.
Yeah, mind powers are bullshit. Uh, you guys trying to take on DeLuca is bullshit. But you know what? I need a way out. So yeah, you find me some Addictol, and
It's worth your freedom, man.
I'll
You gotta
maybe
come with us.
I'll maybe listen. Yeah, yeah. L, okay, fine. Like you find some Addictol, and I'll go.
David, to give you a idea how serious I am in my profession as a bounty hunter, for a flesh skinner that made those brain freaks with the psycho powers, I hunted him down from the west coast to to uh, to Georgia. And that's saying something about a man dedicated their job to justice.
Yeah, it says you're a lunatic. You crossed through Caesar's. Who?
Let me tell you, Caesar Legion, that is nothing to compare to Flesh Skinner. If Caesar Legion at least make me work out to fight him. Psychos that is was another thing altogether. At least Caesar Legion was human, and once they were put down permanently,
He's
they
finally going to
died.
shout. He's like, psyker powers aren't real, man.
Dude,
People can't do
All
stuff
right.
with their brains.
While Marcus is info dumping here to David and Elliot, I'm gonna go and find some Addictol that I can give my card.
Uh,
David, it looked like I'm not getting the
there are
point
some
home,
shops up
so
here that would be selling some equipment, or actually, the Emporium would probably sell some Addictol, as it's pretty common where people who take radgrass kind of develop an addiction to it. Addictol would be a pretty regular sold. Miss Bell kind of like waves you in. Hello, how may I help you?
Since I haven't been in the shop, I'm assuming she wouldn't recognize me. I'll sort of play a little bit, and I'll mention that I'm coming in for some Addictol after I hit the grass a little too hard.
Ah, yeah, that kind of happens sometimes, honey. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be a good relaxer, but you don't want to mess with the trade marshals getting too fixed on this stuff, especially because what level card are you holding?
I'll present my black card.
Oh, wow, yeah. No, you get free medical supplies. Here, and roll me a luck perception. Roll me a luck barter check against her perception.
Holy shit. Hmm. Can I spend one of the party AP to make this 40/20?
Go ahead. Marcus having enough of David.
Wow, okay.
Uh, Mark is
One,
having enough of David. He will go to the pharmacy shop here.
2 nat 1s. Wow.
Yeah, you succeed. She hands it over to you, completely believing it's for you. Uh, she says, "Now take care of yourself and, come back and try out some of my supplies. We have a milder strains for you if you're interested in something like that."
How much? I'll ask.
For a pack or a carton, it's about 100 caps. For a pack, it's about 20 caps, and for a single one, it's about 5 caps.
I'll take a pack for 15.
Are you trying to barter with me, honey?
I am. So this is going to be another barter roll?
Yeah. I know that black card gets you a lot, but it doesn't get you stuff for free, okay? I don't know.
Alright, well, I'm ready to roll again.
All right, go ahead and roll for me. She got 2 successes.
I got a 3 again on it.
Oh,
So,
God. Well, I can work with you for a price. You got anything to trade?
um, I got some, kind of like look around, see if she's, like, has alcohol on the shelves. I do have some alcohol I could, barter with her for it.
Oh, I don't have a lot of that. We mostly sell radgrass. Yeah, we could take some of that off your hands.
I've got I got bourbon and a beer.
I'll take some Boyben.
Alright. So trade, one of my, bourbons for the Radgrass pack.
Yeah. And she hands you a carton and it says, take care of yourself. And if the addictol doesn't work, no backsies. All silver final.
Alright. And so I will head back out. Is Marcus like actually here in the doorway or?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll walk through the doorway, see you there. I'm gonna ask Marcus, "What are you doing here?"
Oh, I'm here to return stolen goods.
Stolen goods.
All right,
Uh,
whatever. I'm gonna head off.
uh, yes. Yesterday, uh, I encountered a group of thieves. As one of them stole a what appeared to be a carton of Brad's cigarettes. And apparently, I do not know what happened to half of the package, but I managed to got the other half intact. And I present the half of the uh, carton of Brad cigarettes. If I had to guess, that gang or group member that came in pickpocketed and stole it off the shelves.
Oh, that's such a disappointment. I'll have to mark this as a loss. I hope my boss doesn't get mad at me.
Uh, at, at the very least, you got half of the pack, and that group of ruffians, the trade marshals, arrested them.
Well, that's good. All good things. All is well then.
Anyway, here's some of the lost product.
And she takes it from you, and then, well, all's well. You have a good day.
Yep, goodbye.
I'm assuming Elliot and David are in the same spot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over there, produce the radgrass, or not radgrass, Addictol, and hand it over to David.
David's gonna take well, L, see you on the other side. And he's gonna take a hit a bit.
What the hell would that mean? I'm gonna say under my breath.
The other side of sobriety.
Oh God! Oh, it kicks like a mule. Oh, and he's suddenly his eyes are like not dinner plates, but like widened, and like he suddenly seems a lot more fresh than he was before, and like you can see some of the pallor in his skin. The color kind of comes back, and he uh, it doesn't like heal any of the wounds or any track marks that he has, but he's suddenly like in a lot clearer of a condition.
And I'll just sort of say semi flippantly. I don't know if you'll pick up on it, but I'll mention if it works on Jet, it will sure as hell work on Radgrass. I don't know if he'll know who I'm referring to when I mention the curing the Jet.
Perception difficulty 2. Oh, he doesn't pick up on it at all.
Yeah, the die punks were not that smart. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the die punks weren't quite that smart. He's like, okay, weirdo. Yeah, I wasn't taking Jet, I was taking Hero.
It's like pretty good stuff. I mean, if you don't get addicted to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it kind of fucks you up. The withdrawal, it leaves you a little bit more vulnerable than taking it does. It just kind of, I had some really bad shakes on my arm, and I just kind of felt, I don't know, like I had no blood in me or something. I don't
She's
really
gonna
know what
slap
it
him
does.
really hard on the back and be like,
Ugh, I'm
"We're
still,
gonna get through this, buddy."
yeah, thanks, Al. You're always the best. Ain't you just a peach, just a fur fruit.
A Georgia peach.
Georgia peach, yeah. And he, okay, so what are we doing? Then we're gonna run down to Macon and immediately kill DeLuca? And he's
Not
gonna,
right now. I mean, my gosh, you want to die?
yeah, well, that's what I'm getting at. Like, it doesn't matter if we, what are
Like,
you gonna go
uh,
find some
Da-
power armor and deal with him?
uh, David, if we are going to go after, look, look, if we're going to talk about that, we should try to find a place that we're not going to be eavesdrop or over listen if there are other Trapstar or people who work for the Lucas in the city here.
All right, follow me.
Hey, last time I
What
followed
time
you,
is
something
it
really bad
in
happened.
game right now?
It's about 10 o'clock, 9:30.
That was a lot for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I GM the combat rifles for that we got. How much ammo came with them in total?
Uh,
I don't think he rolled any ammo for them.
39.45.
All right, so we're following this David kid to something now.
Be careful. Last time we followed him, he did try to kill us.
Yeah.
We're also all here with him now.
Yeah, well, it's not like I'm gonna be able to mug all of you at once, and I'm pretty sure L would break my arm again.
I mean, we'll just break your other arm, yeah.
So, listen,
As we're walking down with him, can I don't know how the telepathy point stuff is being tracked, but do I have some points to sort of peek into his thoughts and see what he's like internally thinking about this entire situation has been happening to him.
Yeah. You can for a charisma speak check difficulty 1, you have no, you don't have to spend any luck points, and you get his surface level thoughts. Let me look over your character sheet and kind of explain it to you. The way your telepathy works, um, you have to spend more and more. You have to succeed at a higher difficulty check, and you have psycher points. So you have 5 because of your intelligence.
I just didn't know how we were tracking that.
There's no
how
way.
many-
There's no way in game to track it because I don't have a fifth bar to give you. That's like a limitation of Roll20. The second I find a way to give you a fifth bar, I will. But you might just want to keep track on paper, like 5 points until you rest again.
Okay, well I'll be at 5 points right now anyway. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll go with, like the surface level thoughts.
All right. Roll me a charisma speech. Damn, Elle's looking fine today. Fuck, she hits like a mule, but damn, she looks good.
I'm gonna after hearing that, I'm gonna look over at Elle again. And be sort of like confused.
Yeah. Does Elle hear anything?
No, she doesn't hear because this is his thoughts, right?
Yeah, this is his thoughts.
Yeah. So
All she can sort of determine is like now all of a sudden I'm kind of looking at her with like semi-skeptical eyes. And even then, I don't know if she's picking up on that because I'm walking behind her apparently.
Yeah. So, anyways, what I figure is DeLuca keeps himself kind of holed up in the max security prison. He kind of has turned it into his like little fortress. But that's about all I know about where DeLuca's holed up. The max security prison in Macon. You'd have to find a way to get down to Macon without getting killed by all the wasteland across the highway. Get into Macon, not get killed by all the trap stars around Macon, and get into his fucking fortress of the prison that he holds now. So I don't know what you want to do about that.
David, in the Trap Star, are there any individuals like I and John Hill?
Yeah, I mean we got
Mhm.
ghouls. Like yeah, there's tons of ghouls in Macon because the scary
Uh,
person trees.
we do have disguises that we can get in as long as we play the part up.
Oh God, you're not gonna try some Grognak the comic book shit, are you? Like try and sneak into our operation and dress up like us?
Can I do a charisma speed check to see if I can convince him I can act like a trap star?
I, I, I,
Yeah, give
I,
me a
I,
charisma speech check, difficulty 3, to talk like a trap star.
I, David,
I'll spend one of my AP points on this, and
uh,
I'll spend a luck point on it.
David, if the plan to dress
Oh
up
my
as a
God.
trap star works, it works. Let me tell the time. There was a time before 2077 when me and my squad in the American Army in Alaska, we dressed up as a bunch of armies and we destroyed their outpost back then. It works then and it works still.
Okay, cool. Kami guy. What do you got? Spin me your best. Like I know you succeeded the check, but I want to hear your best gangster impression.
yes, do it.
Well, I don't know how gangsters would be in the wasteland exactly, because mine would definitely, like in character, I'd be thinking like 1920s gangster.
Like
No,
Robert De
no,
Niro.
they're Raider gangsters. So give me your best Raider gangster like impression. I just want to hear it for myself, really.
Um, do I do I have my Wanda's trap story clothes?
Yeah, you do.
I'm sorry, imagine like draping it over myself real quick to
There
like
is one
have
in the
complete.
party loot.
Yeah, I'll sort of like half drape those one of those over me, to sort of like a half nude look, and I'll just sort of start like, look here, little shit, and just oh god, I don't even know how I would do this personally.
Look here, you little
Uh,
shit. You stepping on our turf. And he's like, you know what? That's kind of fucking good, actually. I'll give it to you. I don't know about the commie boy, but yeah,
Little
you're
claps from Elliot.
yeah.
and I was
And
like, okay, so I proved my point, and I'll take the trap star robe off of my back.
Where did you guys get these, anyways?
We ran into some of the trap stars in some subway in Mechaville.
L, did you kill him? L.
I smashed them. Yeah. What would you do?
Oh god, L. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I wasn't dead. All right, so what are we doing? Like, we're just sitting in the back of a
we are
back alley talking about like how we're gonna take down DeLuca. Like, what actually are we doing?
we we
It
need
is two
to get
o'clock, so we probably do want to be wrapping up here soon. But
uh, we need to make a plan how to get in, and before that, we need to get the necessary materials. So once we get dug in their domain, we can fight our way. So give the finishing blow to the Lucas.
Well, that sounds about right. Yeah, like, and I figure we'll wrap up right about now for today. But like, David is essentially having a discussion with you guys about how best to deal with DeLuca, and we'll go ahead and wrap up for today.